Welcome back to Métropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. It is Thursday evening. I believe it's June 4th, 2026, and hopefully this finds you well. This is a stream that, usually I'm like really quite excited for streams as, they're a lot of fun. We've been doing these more often and we have in a long time, which is good. So see you next Tuesday as well. This one, I don't know. I feel like the sense of dread. I don't know what we're going to be doing today because we have to play this sort of like combo deck, this Neurospike PD deck. And let me tell you, I have no idea how it works. Like, I have an idea academically, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. And it's the sort of thing like where if you biff it, the game's over on the spot. So we're gonna learn something, but like no one is forcing me to play it right on time, Lucy. No, we are contractually obligated to play the deck list of the week. I think we have to. I can play it, you can die to it, then we can all move on. No. I have to play it, and I have to learn how it works. Like I think ultimately this channel, for the people who watch it, they need to learn how it works, right? And I think we have to see it. We have to feel what it feels to play it. We have to feel the fear. We have to feel the disruption. What happens if you don't play it? Cror, I think YouTube takes my contract. Because I signed with YouTube after. Like, Twitch is still there, but YouTube will be upset. I mean, somehow, yeah. Hey, Meteor's not that bad. I mean, like the my feelings or the deck? Like the deck to play, how bad can it be? Basically, okay, this is how we're gonna play it. We're gonna wait until we have a board state of 4 servers. Then we're gonna have a fully operational in hand, a simulation reset, and a wage workers on the table, and we're just gonna fire it. We're gonna see if there's an even amount of cards in R&D, and we're just gonna fire it. We're just gonna be like first click, draw 10. And then we're just gonna see what happens. Because I'm assuming with 3 cards on the table, we can just do it, right? We have to suffer at least once. Exactly. Why not at least once? What about if we like it? Like, what's the worst part? Like, maybe we like it, and then we have to play it again. And then I don't know what's gonna happen. Wombo Combat Time. Hey, lost my thumbs. Bagels, how's it going? How's Twitch side? Perfect refresh. Joel, is measured response Métropole Grid 1-2. What was measured response today? I like, you know, the way that goes, I don't often get to listen to measured response live. So you usually have to tell me what it was, and then we can like have our opinions on their opinions. Hey, Brennan's the grid. You need 2 fully ops in hand, even parity, and 4 full servers to guarantee it most of the time. Anything less than that is non-deterministic and gets a lot harder. I'm okay with less than deterministic because sometimes I'm good with jazz. I think deterministic is boring. I think people want to see the jazz combo. They're like, can he do it? And then he like draws 10 and like, yeah, he can do it. And everyone gets really excited. Hey, what's the Lycian munitions doing in this deck? Like, does it get mentioned? There can't be a lot of decks in the world where Lycian multi-munition shows up and it doesn't show up in the write-up. I'm hitting Command F or Control F to find it Lycian. It's not there. Just got it, like, just snuck it in there and didn't talk about it. This card has all the subtypes, and then when you res it for 3, you can choose which of those subtypes you want it to have, and then it has text, I guess. It's just an ice. I mean, I can imagine other ice in the slot. Pretty much nothing. It's never done anything for me. I mean, why is it in here? It should be in here. It's crashing out over Let Them Dream being not good for the game in the most charitable words I could put it. Oh, it was you crashing out, not them. I don't know if I'm at that point yet. I can't tell if it's going to be good for the game. I think it's something we're going to have to review in like a thing in a year. Daniel, have you ever played Hanamakoji or Brass Birmingham? Are they any good? Brass Birmingham I own. I've played it a dozen times. I think it's a really smart game. I think it's really good. I have fun every time I play it. It's one of Yusengrin's favorite board games. Anytime that I'm hanging out with Yusengrin, we usually figure out a way to play Brass Birmingham. The last time I played Brass Birmingham with Yusengrin, he taught it and started to teach at like 10 p.m. We were done at like 2, which like, it was good. It was a good teach and everything, but like, I don't know. Yeah, Brass is good. It's interesting. You have like a hand of cards that does actions. It's a sort of game where like the economies, there's like 3 resources in the game, except they're kind of like shared. And so like, you actually can use other people's resources to do your thing. And in fact, you're forced to if the path to that resource is the shortest path to the resource. So it's like this really weird game or interesting game where like you can play the market in so many different ways, right? Like you can be like, okay, I'm going to provide steel because I know my neighbor has to use my steel. And then when you use my steel, my buildings flip. It's a thing with multiple phases that shows like production across the UK, where at first everything was shipped with canals and then everything is shipped through, I'm assuming trains is the difference. And so like the infrastructure stays from phase 1 to phase 2 in a very interesting way. It's a good game. It's a good ass game. Other news, UKGE happened. I volunteered, also picked up some board games. Meteor, did you pick me up the Arkham Horror promos? Hey, B-Bix, how's it going? How was UKGE? I heard from Komodo. I believe Komodo was saying that they had a great time. We're doing a learn to play on Warlord Saga the Storm in the store next week. You want to try it? I'm excited to learn. Ever try it? I don't know what that is. No, I have no idea what that is. Sounds all right. Yeah. Cool. Was there a measured response this week? Yeah, there was about like 45 minutes ago. There was a measured response. There wasn't one last week, I'm pretty sure. The justification I was given, it taxes clicks, which in a 5-turn game is impactful, but like, I don't know. Yeah, like, I'm not sure. I could see it maybe. The thing is, like, when they ban Drafter, then we'll play cards like this, right? We have 3 Drafters. Yeah, I'm surprised that there's not more like hard end runs. These cards seem really, really good. So let's talk about this deck really quickly. So if you haven't seen it, we did watch this on stream, the replay from the top cut of the Summer Showdown. This is a list that a lot of people are pretty frightened about right now. And a list like this, but I don't think that Brandon has published his list that he was playing last weekend, the Toronto Megacities. This list is something that you should know about. And when it comes to competitive play, it's something that you should be aware of when you're bringing your runner deck if you aim to be at top tables. The idea with this deck is it's a combo deck, and originally, shout out to JTFQ, published a version that wanted to score 9 points on a single turn, 6 points, so sometimes 9 points. There was largely this list of this shell, this sort of idea. The assets were slightly different, but there's like some interesting technology here, like draw your whole deck, play simulation reset, and then just figure out exactly what 5 cards you want back in your hand. That's pretty cool. And then the idea is that when you score out with Melia City Luxury Line to give you your click back and Precision Design, and then a card like Powers That Be, you actually end up scoring with getting 2 clicks back, and that's actually enough to generally score 6 points, no problem. And that's like the really big thing here. All we have to do, okay, so if we want to simplify the combo, all we have to do is score a Melia City Luxury Line with a Powers That Be on the table. If we do that, we can install another Melia City Luxury Line on the table. We're going to need one more click. Excuse me. We're going to need one more click. But then we can have a Flood the Market in our hand, which we used the first time. Then we play the Flood the Market to score out the second Melia City Luxury Line. And when you score this, you get a click back. So definitionally, if we can score out a Melius with a click left, a Powers on the table, and this usually is done with the Wage Workers, then we can combo for sure. Because you have a click left, they just take 6 damage. Now, not everyone dies to 6 damage. There are some cards that are being played consistently that slow this combo down, that make it more difficult. And I do think more difficult is going to be the part we're going to struggle with, because that has to be more of a practice line. Things like Hermes actually did destroy your servers or your stuff in servers. I think you should be bouncing ice from my understanding. And that means the less servers and stuff we have in it, the less potent our Flood the Markets or fully operationals are. And that's really, really important. People are just playing now like Stone Ship Chart Room, like they're just playing don't die buttons. I don't know if we're going to see more Anakam. I don't know if we're going to see more Audrey and just hold a steel skin, but people can also choose not to die. I don't know how you're meant to score out 9 points, but it's definitely doable. I'm assuming we're going to need a Bass on the table and we'll figure it out. But yeah, everything is just cheap nano, Wage Workers, Power Synchro. Yeah, all of these cards exist to give you a click. And if you have enough clicks, the combo can fire. Wage Workers gives you a click. In fact, it can give you 2 clicks if you set it up right. I don't know if you can get 2 clicks on the combo turn. You probably can off of operations. Maybe you can off of installs. I'm not 100% sure. Red level clearance, super easy to do. Wage Workers to get the 3 operations and install a card, get a click back. Wage Workers gives you a click. And we have enough money to play multiple nano managements, so I've been told. So we'll figure it out. We'll see. Wage Workers basically never gives you 2 clicks. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm assuming we're never triple advancing. We might triple install, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to. If you try to get a click off of anything else, you'll punt 90% of the time. Get ready for the punting. Our Wage Workers is going to fire so much. Triple advance, triple install. Yeah, we'll see. This is the funniest response to the off-off banning. Sanjay, how's it going? I've heard that a fair bit. And like, I think a lot of the pessimism of the off-off banning is that it's like totally decimating tier 2 decks. And like, that is probably real. We've only been like exclusively playing against Myoshu on the stream for some reason. And I'm kind of glad that's not around. But yeah, this is yeah, the off ban didn't exactly stop this thing. And I also do want to say, like, you watched, oh no, I guess you'll see it next week. But like, there were really good Flood the Market fully operational decks in PD that existed without Off-World Office, that played an ugly agenda suite for the runner to interact with, that did not play Off-Off. And that deck was competitively very quite good. So yeah, Off-Off is still like just kind of a messed up card in general. But yeah, it's these decks are still doing the thing that they want to do. And also notice, like, the thing with Off-Off is like saying, hey, if you ban Off-Off, these decks have to be less greedy and actually put more money in their deck. And Regolith is actually really important for this deck, from my understanding. But outside of Regolith, like, there's no extra money. So maybe load-bearing Regolith, we'll find out together. P3 player Brass is also awesome. Hey, Rebecca. I've played a lot of Brass at 2 players with my partner. It's great. And then I've only played 4 players. So 3 players is a whole. My partner and I, every time we play Brass, it's like on our 10x10, but we always play like 2 games and then forget about it, or like are busy and do other things. And then we come back to it a month later and we always have to relearn how the game works. Game has a really interesting economy system too, where like you're incentivized to take out loans, and your scoring track like is attached to your econ track somewhat, but taking loans out is really good at the right time. And whoever spends the most, I believe, goes last on the next round. So also how much you spend on every round is kind of important for jockeying for position. Yeah, game's really good. Genuinely very, very, very smart game. Regulus is fine. Regulus is fine. We're not complaining about off from Yoshi. It's 10 credits for 1 more point over a 3-pointer. Yeah, but I have to run in me theory. right? Like that's the thing is I have to run it. Sure, but it's like the same thing. It's like crashing out about the 4-2. That's a 4-1. It's like, oh, it's all the upsides of a 2-pointer, but all the downsides of a 1-pointer. That's exactly what we're saying here. It's all the upsides of a 2-pointer, but the downsides of a 3-pointer. Like we just made Global Food Initiative. So what happens if we put every Myoshu in a deck, and we also put, you know, Let Them Dream? What's the over-under of a whiffed combo tonight? Pretty high. But, Kato, how's it going? I think it's going to be like, I wouldn't say a bell curve. Okay, it might be a bell curve just because I'll get tired at some point this evening. But like, the bet here you should get in, it's not going to pay out well, but we're likely to biff it. And then every consecutive game will become masters or closer to mastery. Again, we need 1,000 games, but like imagine 4 games in. It's going to be unlikely we biff it because we've seen, like, we understand what we need to be doing. Look, all I'm going to say is I am not excited to biff this, and I think we're going to biff this. So I'll play slowly and let chat just kind of like push me in the right direction. Hey, Chenchling, how's it going? My money's on the crash ad leading to further biffing. No. I'm resilient, Crow. I'm resilient. Like, I hear you. Some crash outs lead to other crash outs, but it's usually like the opponent making me crash out. If I crash out myself, I get back on my bicycle. I think you know that. Tavi's deterministic. If you want, I can just dump the line. I mean, don't dump the line kindly, unless I say, please dump the line. I'm scared. But I think we can get there. And this combo in person at a local meetup last week and it was gross. Did you prepare for a Kato or did it just like happen? Excited for the emergency ban? I don't think we're going to get an emergency ban, I'll be honest. I'd be surprised if we do. When's the next ban list? Does anybody know? Maybe a scrub, but I've avoided the deck with a 10-foot pole. I'll be of no help. Meteor, we're in the same boat. You and I were experiencing it firsthand. This is good. I don't think I said hi, Diogenes. The good news is that we can unban off and Luminal. This deck won't care. There's no world where we get Luminal back. There's a world where we get off back. But I'd be surprised. All right, we're playing against Hiram. That's sick, because we don't care about R&D. Admittedly, Hiram can just see the agendas. Our hand is, hey. Hiram should maybe be playing Burner or some HQ pressure. Best of luck. Have fun. Our hand, so the deck has how much ice? I only have 2 tabs open. This feels so naked. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 10 ice. So that's 1 in every 5 cards. We definitely need ice, which is good. But we have a Wage Workers, a Regolith, and the Powers That Be. And I could just put all 3 on the table and not care. We have nothing that gives us tempo. But if we have Wage Workers, Regolith, then like Hiram probably isn't good at dealing with the table. I think we'll keep this. You'll be fine. Just take the Wage and Regolith. Exactly. Hoffman, how's it going? I think we're just going to keep these 2. Ooh, Drafter's good. Now, like, we could draft our R&D, or we could just put these on the table and pretend that one of them is something good. The thing is, like, Drafter is not amazing, but I could see us doing Regolith Wage Workers Drafter. I don't want to install the Wage Workers and res it. I just don't like doing that, unless you're going to fire it. Hey, CTC. So, yeah, I think we're going to ice up this thing. Because we don't need the powers. They face check, we can res this, I guess, but we'll just go and put it behind it. They just Rent Ridered for a whole turn. I mean, that's incredible for us. 1 influence on Hiram. Why in Hiram? Is there anything that works with this that we're not aware of? Okay, so I think we're just gonna res 3/6, res 3. Wage Workers regular is like such a gross thing you can be doing. And we'll put Bass on the table. We just need to draw ice. They trash Wage Worker, use draft to bring it back. Yeah, if they go in that order. 2 environmental testals, boomerang for the Regolith. They're going for it. This lets them see the top of the deck. We have to remember that Hiram sees our secrets, but with 1 click left, half our points in the deck are safe, as much as we're holding 1 mil, yes. No cards in hand. Drawing. Drafters pinned down. Acceptable. Wow, they know that we have this. So if they steal from HQ, they'll stop running. Love paying 2 to gain 3? Yeah, but we needed this anyways. I think we do triple draw. Do you RLC for tempo in this deck? I think you do. Because we're still going to probably... No, I think we just do triple draw and then we can RLC last click to get things on the table. Yeah, now we want to RLC for tempo, right? Yeah, we don't need to res anything during the combo. You 100% RLC for tempo, draw 2, gain 2. I mean, oops. I think we'll just RLC to ice this other stuff up. If Chicky goes for the Regolith, like, so be it. But I think we're just going to RLC to get these things down. So we're installing on agenda. We'll put the Ablative on the Wage Workers. Gain a click, the Drafter on server 3. So 1 and 4 here. They know we're holding a Melius. RLC to dig. Yo, Witch, how's it going? Sick. Congrats on the Decklist of the week, let alone the performance. Overwrite the Drafter? We can't. We don't care ultimately. If this gets broken, it's not the end of the world. We just only have 10 ice, and our ice is super important. I don't think we're going to ever overinstall. They have a click left. They found the Melius, so they still need to steal 2 more agendas, and they know the top card of our deck, which is a top down, which is perfect. I think we just do it. Yeah, exactly. This is valuable. There's no way we destroy this. We'll draw 2. Install 2 cards. I think we do the Melius on the table and the powers. So this is probably going to be a triple event turn. Okay, ice is good. That's all the Melius. Okay, a lot of points in hand. That's probably fine. Do we have it next turn? Do you not play the fully op Lamau? I mean, I did. I definitely did. So now we top down once more. We'll draw another fully op for sure. So now we can install 2 cards. So we'll put server 4, server 5. All right. Game 3. If we top deck a fully op, we win next turn, I think. You got to flop them 4 or 5 servers IMO. Yeah, maybe. I could see that. We have 2 flops and 24. Simulchip, they know the top of the deck. Yeah, you're right. If the other flops don't show up, we're in a bad spot. They know the top of R&D. Are they going to just find a 5-3 here? We have no shuffle. I mean, of course they're running it. This has to be a send a message. Unless they want us to, like, they're juking us. They just juked us. They thought they'd get a free spin doctor, but they just wasted a click. Okay, can we combo? Flop next turn is very much not guaranteed win. I believed in us. They only have 3 cards in hand. They're going to have a lot of money in a turn. So what would we need to combo here? We need to draw 23 cards. So I think we start with an RLC, right? And see if we draw the fully up. No. Bad parity on R&D. Yeah, I know this has to be even. Pre-cheaped, how's it going? I think we'll just gain a click. Okay, we're not going to play 3 operations. Can we YDL for tempo? Okay, that's a combo piece. So we played event draw. Like, that's not very good. Parity is fixable. Well, now we're at even. But if we don't draw fully up, we're cooked, right? Value YDL is totally fine. Lucy's saying, no, you need YDL. I think I can value YDL here. Because, like, we're going to get it back. Okay, I just ruined parity. So am I meant to draw one more time? Or do I just ice HQ? I have no idea what we're doing. A parity is the deck we're playing? Yeah. Yeah, parity. So we can YDL for a lot of money. We can ice HQ. They should know there's points here. Your Mando draw will fix parity. Oh, you're right. Mando draw fix parity. I think we just YDL here, right? Oh, which I need help. No, the deck only has 1 YDL. Yeah, it only has 1 YDL, me too. So I'm just gonna, we could draw for a click. Yeah, we could draw for a click, but we want to be on parity. I think we just YDL here, right? Down to 6, so we're gonna discard the Lycean and the Drafter. And I think next turn we win? I'm not sure. Bad list me through, be nice. Just ice something? No, we got this. 16 credits is enough, right? Wow, Mayfly, cool. So if we res the Blade of Barrier, they use the Mayfly. I think that's probably worth forcing a Mayfly. We're on threat. What a world. Choose a non-agenda card install? I mean, okay. Pretty sure we're meant to res that. They break for 1. Combo's far from deterministic here because you have only 1 flop in the deck. Right, because if we do this flop and don't draw into it, we don't have it. And now that this is empty, this flop only draws 10. So, like, it's not guaranteed. You have a good chance of winning, though not guaranteed. Yeah, we have more than a 50% chance because we're going to be drawing more than half of our deck. They still know the top of the deck, so Simulchip on the Mayfly. So they're actually flushing servers here, which, like, good for them. They have the money to contest things, so we'll see whatever they run at next. They know the top of the deck here. We have no shuffle, but they did this once to us. There's a Spin Doctor. They trashed it, so we're off parity. So they're going back just for an unknown. They're thinking. Okay. So it's us, and it's a Neurospike. Yeah, so now we're off parity, so I don't think we combo off this turn. Wait, we just win anyways. Did we just win? I think we just win. Neurospike and R&D, they have 1 card in hand. Yeah, we don't have to do the stinking combo. Hold on, I have to do the math. How do we do this? We just do flood the market advance. Yeah, we just win. Yeah, okay, hold on. This is for Kato, who didn't think I could do the combo. I did the combo. This deck is so easy. What do you mean you need the YDL and the fully op? They just died to Neurospike. Yo, what are you talking about? Hardest combo deck? Come on. That was nonsense easy. Yeah, like it's fast, turn 6, but like what's everyone making such a big deal about this? This is ridiculous. I can figure that out. Come on, let's play a different deck. Let's play something else. Shooting to trash the spin doctor. Yeah, okay, let's actually do the combo. Okay, fine. I mean, we played that perfectly, right? No mistakes. Emergency bandwidth for Neurospike. Sorry, Chicky, we got there. Could have also installed an agenda from Hand and Flood. Yeah, we could have. We didn't have to advance it. We could have installed. I always forget that, but we could have installed another agenda to Flood. It would have been cooler to do that, but we got there. All right, so everyone who cashed out early, or lost their money early, let's be honest. You kind of did secretly have 2 flops in hand. We probably should have played the flop just to see what would happen, to see if we would have deterministically drawn into it or whatever. Because Flood is a flop? What does that mean? Oh yeah, Flood is a flop. Flood does become a flop. Yeah. I think we might have been okay. Do you ever have to do the combo where the first thing you do is score the agenda on the table to add the flop back to hand and then just start flopping? Right? Like how often do you do straight agenda table step 1, then draw your whole deck? 85% odds you hit full combo plugging into my calculator. I'd take those odds. Those are better than the average corp win rate. The runner trash 2 asses. What was that really deck doing anything too good? Meteor, we won on turn 6. Like what else? I don't know what to tell you. They got comboed. I honestly don't know how you can watch video evidence and then be like, well, is that real evidence? Ridiculous. Absurd. It's uncommon, but it happens. Yeah, that's cool. Like you just like PD toolbox to be like, oh, we can win with a flop. Let's just get a flop from Ben. Yo, so Witch, how much did you and or JTFQ practice this deck before you were comfortable taking it to a tournament? Like we talking about 12 games? We talking about like 100 games, like 100. Sometimes you have to do first flood to pick up flop, then simmer set to pick it back up. Yeah, I could see that line. Like I could see why that would be good. I'm pretty sure you could have scored 9 points on the turn before that because you had FDM and powers and nano with enough points in hand. Yeah, we'd have to look at the replay. Diogenes, I think you might be right. Like our hand was good. I think money might have been the limiting issue, but we did solve money like the turn prior. Yeah, it seems great. Hey. Best if luck. Have fun. All right, Maggie does just set up a bit. Might just like get out an Azamat. This is 45 cards, which is not common. Probably about 50 games before Showdown. Okay, sick. That's good. All right. I think I'm going to ice up the Regolith, put Wage Breakers on the table. Maybe Humanoid's what we want to go for, but we don't have an event in hand. I can do the Regolith Wage Breakers combo. You should mull for ice? I got it. Don't worry. There's only 10 ice in the deck. Like, there's actually not a lot of ice. Like, I could see us mulling for ice for sure, but maybe at that point we might as well just mull for fully op, right? I'm on 30 games right now and I've been practicing in person where I've dedicated which parody is my deck counter. You just need a coin. Just keep flipping the coin. All right, opening with environmental. That's a bit greedy here. So there's only like 1 or 2 economy cards that get rows out of this. So either you have to create a commission here or you have to drop the orb. Oh, different orb. Not the orb I thought. Okay. I think we tempo RLC here, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, I think we do. Because they don't have liquidity. Okay. RLC HR? Fuck Club, yeah, I forgot we can always fire that. We can just fire RLC HR. I just don't know if our hand was good enough for RLC HR. I think I wanted a more card in hand. You can always do that. I feel like it's not as good as it looks. Ooh, Smartware, that's slow. I think we're happy with that. Everyone's saying RLC Humanoid? Well, shit. Would you res Rashida? Yes, but not if it takes 2 cards in hand. Like, this is sick. This is good. Totally result-oriented good. So we will start icing things up. Spike. Top down. Damn. Cards on table. Yeah, this is silly. Like, this is turn 3. We have 7 cards installed, and Rose has to deal with like half of them. I think we'll just put the wage workers on the table. Okay. Missing operations fine. Installs are a thing the deck needs. It was better though, wasn't it? Like once we saw the results. Lily pad, that actually is something we have to play around. Tide is good. Cracker testing on 3 is not bad. So Regolith on 6 is annoying, so we probably just do like 3 installs something. We don't tempo top down, right? We don't tempo, sorry, Scatterfield. What are you meant to do here? Do you just like top down and see what happens? Like, I don't think we're concerned about wage workers. We don't exactly have 2 installs, but it's hard to imagine that we don't. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Okay. Install caller from HQ. We RLC for tempo? Okay, so we're not going to get a wage workers click here. I think we might have it next turn, but we have to draw fully up. We also probably want to draw 1 card here, because we want to be on parity. We can draft her up server 5 and just take 3, I guess. Hey, Shadow, we're doing okay, I guess, sort of. Falling apart, but like, we're okay. Yeah, parity's off here. We're 25. So let's see what they charge here. They charge to send a message. I mean, that's technically good for them. We have no reason to res the Scatterfield, I don't think. No, we probably should. Nah, we don't have the money, actually. It's so fixable. Like, combo fixable. You just, how do you combo fix parity? Do you just click to draw? Because none of our cards draw less than 2 cards. Or like less than odd cards. Your RLC to fix parity and it can be clunky, but isn't RLC draw 2? Like, I don't see how it fixes parity. All right, Scatterfield, this will drop us down to 6. Sorry, to 7. They get through it, send a message, goes through. We can res a Sleipnir on the powers. But you shuffle 1 with spin. I'm gonna res this. Otherwise the server's not safe. In the future. Maybe in the future we don't need to keep the server safe. We just use it on the combo turn. And like this is technically the cheapest server for them because they don't actually have to trash anything. Yeah, I'm totally happy for them to steal this, that's for sure. I'm gonna res the Sleipnir, I guess. Maybe we actually should res the drafter because it protects the wage workers. And that's the biggest target here. We can't use this Regolith, so our money is not great here. They could actually contest multiple things, but this is their breaker suite. And Unity breaks Sleipnir for a lot of credits at this point. Okay, Ablative, please? Resing Ablative doesn't do anything, we're not on threat, and it has to be on a run on this server. Yeah, so it doesn't do anything. A parity, do you mean even number of cards in R&D? Yeah, noobs, that's the idea. So an even cards in R&D is easier for us to deal with because almost all our cards draw even cards. So if you grab a fully op, you can draw your whole deck. Otherwise you end with 1 card on the bottom. Yeah, that's exactly why that term is coming up a fair bit. Okay, so just so we know what we're doing here, we don't have a fully op, but our board state's actually pretty good. Like it's trivial for us to score out a Melias if we wanted to. We install Melias YDL. I just don't think we do. Sam puts you on threat 3. Yeah, but we can't res the Ablative. Like if they steal the Sam... Oh, you're right. We can res the Ablative, but it's not on a run of this server, so it doesn't do anything. Yeah, the order is wrong, yeah. We're in Ablative threat? Yeah, sure. But this is when you res this ice during a run against this server. But you're right. I thought if you're saying if that ice was that, but no, that doesn't make any sense. We can do triple draw, I think. Install. We don't have a spin doctor. Ugh, I don't know. I guess we could lose to a single HQ run. Are we going to throw up points? This deck has spin doctors, right? It only has 2. Oh, it has 3 spin doctors? We haven't drawn a spin doctor in any game so far. Like, I don't know what the combo... Like, I don't know if we ever have the combo, what the combo looks like. You throw out points, and Neuro's always safe to discard. Oh, you don't need to keep Neuro? Oh, because, right, you always score your last points. Okay, so we should have discarded the Neuro and kept the wage workers for sure. We should have drawn 2 for parity. I mean, I think we need to draw because for fully up, even if we don't have parity, like if we don't draw fully up, we can't win. So I think we have to win it. We have to find it. You're on PD? Yeah, for sure. Pretty Mary, they threw out a Devadatta, so luckily we have the points in hand, so I'm okay with this. Okay, Spin Doctor, we can start with the install draw too, go from there. I want to keep the points in HQ though. Cyclo is good. I think we ice up Cyclo, so I think we do triple install. Again, I think if we draw fully operational, we have combo. We just can't use the Regolith because, well, we lose a server. So I think we just click for what credit here? Like we're not YDLing for 4. Just draw? Oh yeah, you're probably right. I think we do draw last click and then we can throw this out. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see if they go HQ. They put down Pretty Mary Devadatta, but again, there's only like 6 points in R&D. Yeah, exactly. Finding a flop is the most important thing here. Because if we find a flop, we just about have it. If I can figure the combo out. Which, like, so sorry to Rose. This is going to take me a minute. Checking archives, respect. I wonder if you're better running the Spin Doctor, but I think we would give them the Spin Doctor. The way we lose this game is by not finding a flop in the next 2 turns before the runner actually does something relevant. Yeah, like a burner is, that's why the Spin Doctor is also good. So yeah, I think you can test the Spin Doctor and not run archives. Jailbreak, HQ? Or are we going to R&D to see the most points? The last click, you can't do this because you can't steal the Meliasses. So you don't want to be running centrals with multi-axis last click. Because here they're going to see like 4 cards, but there's literally only 3 points in the deck they can steal. Yeah, against HB, you want to be careful you're not running last click for your multi-axis. Because Melias needs a click, right? Yeah, 100% correct. Spin over archives for sure. So they're actually dumping all their multi-axis in this. They draw a card, they see 4, but again, there's only 1 send a message in 16. Cool. So they do know the next cards. We're not going to shuffle for tempo. Yay, Pat, how's it going? Okay, I think we have it, right? 15 cards, thinking. There's no way that we don't have the combo. The problem is, like, I'm not smart enough. Okay, just so we get through this one thing at a time, is the first thing we do fully operational to draw our whole deck, right? Which, first thing we do is just fully op to draw our whole deck, because, like, I'm gonna get through this probably on my own. I just need to know what the first step is. Like, just push me in the right direction. First thing you do is fix parity? No. I think we just shuffle 1 back with Spin Doctor Raider. You do shuffle back 1 immediately? That's how you fix parity? Okay, I can see that. Yeah, okay. I'm in. We'll do an RLC back. Just an RLC. We fixed parity. We're on 16 cards. So now we can just rip. All we're trying to do here is to draw, right? Because we have 2 more things in the deck. Oh God, I'm so lost. We're off. We're comboing. Draw. Good. We have the Lycian. Draw. Okay. Draw. We could lose by just continuing to draw. I think we're going to continue to draw. Draw. Okay, we have 2 cards left. Big mode, please. Oh, I didn't mean to play that. That was a misclick. Sorry. Trying to hit the big hand button. Yeah, there's a button here that if you click it makes your hand bigger, but unfortunately it also plays the nano management. Okay, so then we want to keep drawing. So if we do RLC, we can draw the bottom, but I think the RLCs are important, but I'm pretty sure we can just do whatever we want here because we have full control of what goes back into the deck. So we want to play 3 operations. So I think we do RLC. Like, how many nanos do we play? It's too big for big mode. It covers your credits too. Yeah, this is not great. I wish I could undock this. Okay, you draw the last 2, but with like RLC? Or do we just play another fully op? I think we just play another fully op, right? We play fully op, we draw 2, we gain all the credits. With Spindo. Well, I'm already embarked upon this journey. Okay, so now we have to like play a lot of nano managements like multiple times. Okay, I'm just gonna think this through. I'm clearly overwhelmed. All the lights are on. So all we can do here is synchro cyclotron, and then we can just like go ahead and play the flood the thing to hit the. Oh, our agenda's not on the table. Okay, we have to get an agenda on the table. I forgot about that. What the fuck? Wage workers res. Yeah. So we have to do another event here. So I think we're just gonna do nano, but I guess we just YDL first. Okay, and then we can play. We have 35 resources, so that's gonna be good. This is absolutely overwhelming. I mean, we got this. Look how small the cards are. We just have ideas of cards. These are melis, these are scats, these are nans and sends. Okay, so now we have to get the agenda on the table, but we have to make sure we don't run out of clicks while doing it. So we're gonna do. How many times are we gonna thinking? I think we know. They know. So we're gonna do nano. We're gonna res the synchro. I'm just gonna fire the bass because I think we're gonna use the server. So who cares? Yeah, we don't need more than 6 servers. We'll res this. We'll put the thing in here. He's popping off. We'll flood it. We won't score it. We'll res. 6? Oh, wow, we have 6 servers. I didn't realize that. We'll score this. I think we're good. He's doing it. I think we're doing it. Puntent. Powers. We'll install the agenda from hand. Yeah, this seems pretty straightforward, actually. Choose a card from archives, but we're not playing against any hard tech. The most that Rose can get to is 5 cards in hand. Choose a card from archives HQ. Yeah, we have to add the flood back. So we have 2 clicks. So this is so simple. We just flood it again and we win. Chat, we're believing. That's scary. We're on no clicks, but it's fake. It's not real. Powers that be. We'll just go put our friend Bass on the table, who can get us out of a pinch. We don't need to do this. Add a card from archives. Neurospike. We ask for action. I could have got there. I needed to believe in myself. Flood returns Neuros. No, we got this. We just win. We could have scored 9 points, no problem. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. If they can draw 2, so be it. Technically, yeah, then we can do Bass, install an agenda. We can go from there. Yeah, we can score to 9. You should install score to 9. Nah, no shot. There's nothing that they can do here. There's no way that they draw 2 cards with this board state. They can only draw 1. What are we asking for actions for? I don't know. Simul chip into something. I don't know if there's any program that prevents net damage. I don't think there is. Why wouldn't you just do it this way? Because it's a Neurospike deck. Like, how often do we play Neurospike in PD? We've scored in PD a lot of times. We've never Neurospiked. No, they do their combo turn. I mean, they might as well try. Like, they could like get an Audrey and a Steel Skin, but like, yeah, they're cooking. The most problematic thing about the deck is actually how surprisingly straightforward it is. Yeah, it wasn't that hard. Like, I think the hard thing about this is when you have to play from weird board states, but that was like super straightforward. And luckily, like, we just had to perfectly draw the deck. They didn't contest anything besides AGG. Thanks for the game. Sorry about that combo thing, but such is Decklist of the week. Yeah, that was like really straightforward. Like, do you know how many more game actions we could have taken? We could have taken so many more game actions. We could sim reset to put everything back in our deck. We could play red level clearances just to gain 2 credits, draw through our deck, do all that fun stuff. We can keep playing nanos. We can recur YDL. Like, we literally could have played the game for another 5 to 10 minutes without them stopping us. Out here calling the only deck I only try to play on stream and failed straightforward. I need to watch the VOD. I'm gonna be so rude to you, Eric, in the comments. Shapers have a tendency to just do nothing relevant. Yeah, like the shapers that get something on the table for them to contest, that's one thing. Rose made one run, which like that was valuable. Unfortunately, it was not a combo piece, it was a send a message as much as that was the cheaper thing. But technically, like trashing a wage workers could matter. I don't think we need wage workers for the combo turn there. Hey, cheers. Okay, we'll do one more. I think I'm confident now. I think I'm starting to see the patterns. It's all coming together. Sorry, Eric, but it's no daily. Doesn't Jaina have a fun sound effect for Neurospike? It might, but the way, unfortunately, that my stream has been set up for like 6 years is my audio is routed separately, so you don't hear system audio. So you don't hear JNet. If it's a tournament, I'll turn on JNet sound sometimes. All right, Lat can get up to 6 hand size, 7 hand size potentially. But Lat needs to get the 6 hand size first, which is the issue. Hey. Best of luck, have fun. This hand I don't like. It has ice and fully up, but I'd rather put cards on the table. Okay, so do we always do RLC humanoid turn 1 if it's in your hand? Do you always make this play? I have never done this. This was the play that we always wanted to do when the set came out, and we just never got to it. Yeah, exactly. Lat needs to get to 6 hand size for that to be relevant, which is hard. Like, do we always just fire Rashida turn 1? I would always WLC humanoid here. Okay, I'm going to do it. We aren't going to play the fully up, so we'll see. So we're going to gain a click. We're going to install. I've never done this, I don't think. XDG, how's it going? The board state, yes. We'll go. Okay, so we actually can. Oh my god, we can do so many things here. So do Rego into Sleipnir. So we drew 1 ice. That's good enough. We can now play RLC. So we will draw 2 to mess with Lat, and then we can gain a click. But with the click left, we're not doing much. So I think we mess with Lat here, right? So breakable with the sand, but we got what we need. Yeah, this is pretty good. I don't know whether we're meant to gain 2 credits, getting click, or install a non-agenda. These two are the same, but gain 2 credits is like, this denies Lat draw, which seems good. But getting cards on the table also seems pretty good. You always draw what you need. I mean, skill. You're gaining a click to install the ice. We're just making another server. Okay. I guess we're going to gain a click because when we install wage workers, it could be an agenda. Maybe the ice is better because they can technically interact with this, but I'm not 100% sure. So on that turn, we drew 3 cards. Like, it's so nonsense. The amount of click compression you can do. Like, this is what we played on turn 1. RLC Humanoid RLC installed 3 cards. They didn't get lat draw. Interesting. I'm going to do the thing that I normally do, which is like just get enough money. Like, we've always opened regular wage workers somehow. And I think we're just going to ice up the wage workers and pass. Hey, Pouch, it's been a while. I'm doing well. I'm doing all right. I was dreading this combo, but like chat has been really nice and we've been like finding the combo line. So we're enjoying ourselves. How have you been? It's been a minute. Faster to 5 servers and faster you pop off? Yeah, exactly. I think we need to go horizontal as fast as possible. Lat's getting card draw. Did not ask. Okay. Well, I guess everything was res. Can't feel bad about that. I think we just do triple draw, right? Draw top down would be sick. Draw. Draw. Okay. I could just put a Bass on the table. They have 9 credits. We can discard the Neurospike. We can discard the Sim Reset. Or do we have to keep the Sim Reset? So we never need to hold this. Technically, it's like if they run archives, they can cup it, and then that's an issue. Yeah, these are not great draws. I throw Neuro and Sam. Yeah, I don't think I want the Sam. The Melius is maybe okay in archives. Discard Nano? Oh, I could see us discarding Nano. We have more Nanos than we need usually, right? Prop, okay, looks like they're going to want to run. Maybe they just want to do DZ stuff. You have an ablative on the table? Oh yeah, to power that up. SMC, I mean, it looks like they want to run. They've had a good econ start. Sure Gamble Creative, DZ, 3 breakers. Let's see how they convert the pressure. Like, we haven't played against anyone who has strong central pressure yet, like a criminal. And like, we've not iced centrals. Oh, I guess we iced HQ on 1 game for a couple of turns. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Those are yours. They did have a click left if we wanted to put a Melias there. But they did just find a send. Oh yeah, seems good. Yeah, that's good enough with me. Good. Intended? Yeah, that's Spin Doctor and Server 4. They're kind. They're asking. Throwing nanos can lead to a clunky combo if you only get 4 servers. We'll get 5, right? How's the meta? I've been out of the loop for a little couple months now. We've really... So, it's still developing. The deck that we're playing today is like this pretty wild combo deck that can just like blow people up. Oh, this ablative is neat. So this is last click so we can get a humanoid on the table. I mean, that seems good. We'll lose our wage workers, but... so yeah, you might see if we combo off, but it's pretty wild. So we'll put that in a new remote server and we'll just have that next turn. Wonder what they're grabbing here. Seb, I won a districts or whatever it's called. Oh yeah, Sanjay won a districts or whatever it's called. It was pretty cool. It's a really good deck. People are playing it. I got salty against it on Tuesday. It was fine. Grabbing all the breakers. Wow. I mean, that's good. Let's see if their money keeps up. Okay. Operation. I don't think we tempo YDL. So we can put a synchro behind ablative. We can put a... Technically, Sleipnir's the most expensive. For them. Actually, the wage workers is probably better than the synchro. Can't do that. Huh. Sorry. So we'll put the wage workers in server 3. Put the Sleipnir in server 4. We could... Do we just do a tempo YDL here? It's like 7 credits. That might be enough. We have Regolith with 6 on the table, so like money's not super important. We don't fully op here for just money, right? Because we need this fully op to turn on the combo line. Sometimes like if you have to redo the whole arch, yeah, right? I thought I could just undo one step. Okay, so we can throw out the sim reset, no problem. So I think we pass. You want to just play YDL here for enough money? I'd hold up on the fully up. Yeah, the fully up for the combo makes sense. YDL for a bit of money because we're gonna have to res at least this ice, and I think I'll throw out the sim reset. Yeah, this seems okay. I have no idea what our threshold is of how much money we need. Strike Fund. Whoa, so they're on Onicom, likely, if they're playing this. So this is going to be a fair bit of money if they want to trash this. They have to break this for like 3 to 4, and then they have to trash for 3 or 4. So we're keeping them busy, and they're not getting lat draw, so they're not going to do much next turn. But they're just starting to score it. They're contesting our stuffs more than any other runner we played against tonight, which is good to see. They just full paid 4, didn't let us do anything. So if they want to trash Bass, they're down to 2 credits. If they have the creative as the last card in hand, no, they draw. And we kept the Bass, which is great. Okay, triple install this turn makes sense with the wage. We can do it. Okay, we have the Flood. So I think we do Synchro Drafter. And then we just probably draw a card. It's ugly that you have to do it like that. Shut up. I think we just draw here, right? Do we throw out a Melies? Yeah, maybe. Maybe they run archives. I don't know. I could see us wanting hold hit points. I put a Melies on the table. I don't think we had another click. I think I like the Synchro on the table better because it means we can combo out faster. But yeah, the Melies on the table also means we can combo out faster. So they're both probably the same. Yeah, table train, I like it better because we're not discarding. Meh. But yeah, I do always understand we want to get an agenda on the table. Yeah, it's 2 clicks if they want to take it. They're on game points, so we could lose out of nowhere, but they need to stabilize. Playing loud against PD is just rubbish. It feels really, really bad. The board 6 you actually tend to send next turn would be hard mode line, though. Ooh, gamble. They have money. They know that this is a 5 credit trash. They're going for the drafter, so we're going to make them spend 6. I don't know if we can continue the res or ice, but they know this has to be dealt with. Okay. You're like 80% combo next turn if you want a hard mode combo. Okay, we have powers. That's important for the combo. Can we combo this turn? It's not guaranteed. I think we just do triple install draw. Step 1 play fully up. No, I think we just go 1 more turn, right? I'm okay going 1 more turn here and getting another server. Yeah, I think we'll do it next turn. We're on 18 in deck. We'll be on 17. Burner. I mean, that's good. We have a spin doctor, I guess. So they found the Melius and the fully op. So we're going to bottom the fully op for sure. They can leave the Melius in hand and they have like 2 runs at it. Oh, Melius on top of RD. I don't think you want to do that with the spin doctor. That can't be correct. Because now we got to shuffle and they'd lose the agenda. So we're going to put back in 2 RLCs, right? Right? Like you put in 2 RLCs. You don't put in the YDL. Right? Yeah, losing the flop was the worst part. But like, yeah, I think they want to leave it in HQ and just take shots on HQ. I think you don't put in the YDL here. No, maybe you do. I don't think we need all the RLCs in the world. We'll put the YDL in. We have 5 servers. We could actually go off. Train, it's fine. They'll never run archives. Not before we win. Put back 1 train. We're okay. Well, 1 train. Yeah, sorry. No. We don't need to. They got lat draw. I mean, that's on us, I guess. Okay, I think we can do it. I'm feeling pretty good we can do it. Open Centrals PD, you almost never ice Centrals for a lot of the PD decks in the meta for the last little while, unless you're playing against Criminal. Parity is off. I mean, Spin Doctor can fix it, right? But we also don't have to draw our whole deck unless we're going to play Sim Reset. They have 4 in hand. They can't draw. We can do it. No flop in hand. Oh my god, yeah, right. I have no flop in hand. Yeah, I forgot about that. I thought we had a flop in hand. It's okay. We'll draw it. Keep going. Gonna keep going? Okay, I don't think we can continue to do this. We can't install nothing. But this was clickless. We can score a train and recur. Yeah, it might have been okay just to score the train here. We can go. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're behind on Chad at this point. If we commit, issue is we don't have money. This is our 3rd operation, right? Yeah. So we play the fully operational. We have to res the Bass first. Yeah, flop get wage workers. Wait, what? Wage workers already happened. Yeah, we already drew 2. So I think we can still do it here. We just have to like crack Bass fully operational. I think we have it. I think it's just going to be really dicey. It hasn't given you the click yet? No, it has, because we played 3 operations. Oh, no, it hasn't. Oh, yeah, it hasn't. Okay. You're right. It hasn't. It did, but it said it would, but it didn't give it to us. So we just flop or we flood? 1 credit short of the bass flop? Yeah, but we can just fire the bass first. Oh, you're right. Then we are 1 credit short. Hold on. Let me think. I'm not going to look at the chat for a minute. I'm going to actually think this through. So if we just do flop here, we can draw a lot of cards. We can draw most of our deck. We just need to find the YDL. I think we just draw. Yeah, I think we just draw our deck and see what happens. Excuse me, I have something in my throat. So we have 6 more triggers. Okay, that's really good. So money is sorted, so we can just draw as much as we can. And even if we deck out, it's fine. Oh, wait, we just can't deck out. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 3 more, so we can't lose. Haha, 1 card. Okay. No, I need to gain 2 credits. I literally needed to gain 2 credits. No, we can RLC from here. We can RLC. Yeah, we can RLC. We're fine. Because I was going to res the bass, but bass is short. So we can clicklessly gain a credit. It's fine. We flew close to the sun. No, it's still pretty bad. It's bad. We need another RLC in hand. We had to not draw. Yeah, because if I hit the bass, we have no money. So we had to not draw and take 2 on the last one. Flop again, then nano. We run out of clicks. Yeah, we needed to take some creds from flop. We did not need to draw our last 2 cards. They weren't relevant. We just need to get 2 more credits. Now we're cornered. Yeah, we can't. We had to like not draw the last. I didn't look at our money. We just had to have a slightly more credits so we could play bass. Once we play bass, we play YDL, and then we can just dump all the nanos in our hand and we win. So I drew 2 cards too many. If you held the simmer set, you'd be fine. I'm not sure how. Yeah, shit. I should have thought slightly harder. Is the RLC the last card? No, 2 RLCs are in the bin. That's why, yeah, we shuffled the YDL back, which was necessary for this, but we are cooked. If we bass pass, wait, can we bass pass? If we bass pass, we have to click for a credit, so it's useless. Yeah, we're 1 credit under. Thinking sucks ass though. I mean, we were doing so good. Might have biffed it. Yeah, okay, let's see if there's any way that we can get out of this. So we need to generate a click for 3 credits. We can do on bass, but then we're at 0 credits. That's not good enough. We could score at the Melius, but it costs us 6 because we have to res the thing, which is not even on the table. Where's our synchro? We don't even have a synchro? I thought we had a synchro. How many clicks does bass put you on? Puts us on 2, but we're at 0 credits, right? Easy combo for baby. I mean, I could have done that. I just had to draw less. I just had to think what happens after we drew. I was so comfortable in drawing, I didn't think. Yeah, synchro is trash. It's in the bin. So yeah. Yeah, the problem is like the RLCs are out. It's not the last card. Synchro's the last card? No, it's in the bin. I don't know where the last card is, but I don't think it's relevant. I think it's a wage workers. No, 2 are on the table. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter. Okay, I think we just do YDL pass. Can we still win? It's ice. Well, can we win against YDL pass? Play fully up to draw 2, go next. Man, we just have to draw on. There's always undo click. Yeah, but we drew cards. We can't draw cards and undo card draws. That doesn't work. Yeah, we're 1 credit short. We just need 1 more credit. So yeah, that's on me. That's okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna do YDL pass and see what happens. Yeah, it's 6 cards down from 16. Oh, what does that do? Oh, that's a nice button. That's really good, JNet. It's good that you have that. So we're gonna throw out. We don't have a spin doctor. So there's already 3 points in the bin. So they're gonna check that and run HQ. We lose. If R&D is a trashable, I think it's a nice. So we'll throw out all the trashables. We're in weird territory here. They're likely to win. I wonder if we're meant to just install Ice on HQ last click. Nah, that probably doesn't do it, does it? Yeah, that biffed it. We could have got that. I don't feel bad about that. That we should have just thought slightly harder. How many were we discarding right now? You can't tell really easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have to discard like 2 more. We don't need the fully ops, do we? I mean, we could win. You don't need 2. I don't even know if we need 1. I think this board state wins. They strike funded first click? What the heck? I thought they'd just run us down. Run HQ 5 times. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know how much money we need, so I'm just gonna... I mean, we're okay. They have to just hit 2 send a messages here, otherwise they can't win. No, they could hit send a message. No, yeah, they can't win unless they hit both send a messages now. What? What's going on? I thought they would just send it HQ for sure, even run archives. But now with 2 clicks left, like... Huh? This is good. I think we have this. All right, they're drafting the powers. I mean, how much money could we possibly need for the combo train? This cost them 2. I don't think that costing them 2 actually matters that much here. I think we need to keep 3 credits. This actually is a really good card for us. Can we win without it? Runner D trash. I think we know it's an ice. But they could do it. They trash the powers. That actually might be important. They're checking archives. They can't steal archives. Excuse me. How much money do we need to combo? Yeah, right? All the agendas left in R&D, baby. So all we do is install the Melias. We flood. We get a click back. No, we fire Bass. Nano flood spike is enough. Yeah, or Bass is cheaper. No, but Bass empties the server. Let's not do that. Oh, it doesn't matter. There's 5 servers. Oh my god, the last card was a send a message. They weren't R&D. That was actually like true. If they ran R&D, we would have lost. Okay, redemption arc. Oh my god, yeah, they could have ran R&D, and they would have stolen it. Yeah, it's a spike deck. It's pretty wild. Why not run R&D? Because why would you run R&D? They assume that we did the math that we want to lose that way. You have HQ sorted. It was a scatter field. We're fine. It was a scatter field the whole time. Okay, so no, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm learning JNet features live. This is by type. This is by name. This is by what we have in our hand. Okay, so combo is we just have to score this. We might as well flood the market right now. Nothing to do about it. Score. Right? We need to get the Neurospike back, but we don't have to do it first. So all we have to do here is... I'm lost. Wow, wait, we're fine? I mean, that's good to hear. Wait, how is this combo too hard? So we have 1 more click. Flood? Oh, yeah, we need flood. There's no world where we can't play flood. Yeah, we have to do flood. But how do we do this? We do Melias install, Nano, Flood, Neurospike. So that's 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's credit perfect, isn't it? That's weird. Well, not credit perfect. I think we have 1 credit more. I can't imagine we didn't take the flood back. Not even close. Didn't biff it once. Perfect. 3 combos, 3 executions, 3 dead runners. The crowd is... Yeah. Last turn I drew once too many with flop. So I couldn't nano or res Bass to get a click back. It was a disaster. Yeah. But yeah. But I thought you just run down HQ last turn. Yeah. If they just ran in down HQ, we're not unlikely to lose. Yeah. Yeah. It's his fault when Andre wins. Who he did it, chat? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When Andre misplays, it's his fault. When Andre wins, we did it. We did it together. I'm okay to celebrate that. But like genuinely, that's how I think of it. It's like when I misplay, it's my problem. When we win, we all win together. Yeah, there was one on the table. Yeah, everything else was just stuff. Yeah, Royal We. How long till the deck gets a combo piece banned? I don't know. I'm not sure. I think our opponent could have won that. Obviously, we biffed it, so we probably could have won it. But there's ways to deal with this. So far, we've played against literally no hard tech. There is hard tech in the format, and some of it's quite playable. But yeah. Yeah. I think flop is gone. I don't know. Real talk, ban drafter, and then we're good, right? Just ban drafter, it's fine. Then you can contest ice, right? Like an ice actually has costs. Next ban list is in 6 weeks. Yeah, I think we will get something in 6 weeks. I don't expect us to have emergency ban. Once this thing wins multiple events, maybe, but so far it's won one event. And it's done quite well at some other ones. Maybe put a disclaimer, not much to play against here. Oh, sorry. It's the deck list of the week. So I reckon it's pretty common these days. Hey, cheers. Yeah, I hear them. I do think there's more things that they could do to play around it. Like they got the breakers down, they got pressure up. They had the burner, which like was really quite good. I don't think like they made a pretty significant misplay, which is burnering with a spin doctor on the table. If they burnered without the spin doctor on the table, they could have won the game, or like it's so much harder for us because with the flops at the bottom, we are cooked. So you need to force the shuffle thing. But like that's actually really good tech into this for sure. But like, yeah, maybe they're right about that. But yeah, generally for the decks of the week, we always play something competitive, usually for the first couple games. So yeah, I hear that. I think folks saying there's hard tech are kidding themselves a bit. The anti-kill tech gets hit by scoring a 9. Yeah, it gives you some time to play. You could technically like do a lot of tech, but yeah, I guess they do score to 9, huh? Hermes makes scoring 9 a lot harder. You need Hermes and anti-kill tech. Burner's good for sure. Yeah, Burner's really quite good. Eye for Eye is good. Cupulation is good. Like there's a lot of things that can force you in weirder directions. But like if you just grab the Neurospike, they have to score out. If you grab the Flood the Market with Cupulation, the game's over. They lose on the spot. And admittedly, it's a 1 in 44, so like good luck. But if they do discard it, like, I don't know. I guess they need a spin doctor on the table. Drafter's the great fear that kills you for daring to face check. I honestly think when Drafter fires and they get a fully out back and install a card and remote server, the game's over. And like no one breaks us quickly enough for it not to be scary. Like when they res a Sleipnir for 4, I'm okay. When they res the other thing for 3, a Scatterfield, like it's still kind of bad, but at least that's something. But when they res a Drafter for 3 and then get back an economy card and install a card, it's like game over. Otherwise, Renner can face check everything, you run out of money. Yes. Yeah. I honestly think like you could consider banning Drafter and then you can face check more and force their economy. I just think if this does fire, you lose the game. Straight up lose the game. I don't know. I'm not on the ban list team. Of course I'm not. All right. It's 10 o'clock. Those games went fast. I don't think I'm going in for a 4th time. I think we're upsetting Jaina Casual. And I say that with like tone flag totally positive. Like I get it. I don't think this is fun to play against. That's not the issue when you're playing a competitive tournament, but we're going to probably be clear that. To be clear, I'm not saying ban drafter. No, you did. You said it at the end. You said I saying ban drafter. The way that it line cuts, it's not a very funny joke, but we got there. It's been a long time flop hater, so I want to see it go. Yeah, I mean, people really don't like flop. I just think it's such an interesting card. I probably just concede once you draw 20 cards and say thinking. I mean, sometimes you just want to see it happen, but like our opponent could have done that and they wouldn't have potentially won when we biffed it because we did biff it. Like you have to force your opponent to figure it out. I do think that's the sort of deck you can also play a lot of it solitary. Like I do think you don't need to have an opponent, but you should build board states that are more difficult and then be like, with this hand, can you combo? And you will learn a heck of a lot. It's fun if you're playing a runner with the actual game of the match, but Mags and Lad don't at all. I could see Mags with some tech, but like, yeah, today we played against nobody with any sort of pressure. Like nobody who once ran HQ besides a burner, right? Like there are things that can mess you up. We just didn't see any of them. My locals have resorted to just asking me if it's deterministic and conceding. If it is, come on, make them play it out. You gotta learn it. All right, the remix posted this article. Artist Colony registration is now open for Worlds 2026. I haven't read this article yet. But just so you know, Worlds has the artist colony, which is hella cool. Basically, it is a place where Null Signal Games will sell your alt arts, your clothing, whatever it is, as long as it's Netrunner related, for you. They take, and I'm going to say this confidently without reading the article, maybe they changed it this year. I'd be surprised if they did. They take no % cut. They usually do no % cut. So that's it. They will just put your stuff up. You have to tell them what you're sending. You have to tell them what it costs, and they have it set up. In fact, I don't think we talked about this enough in Scotland last year. Artist Colony moved to this like really interesting new way of doing things with like paper forms. So you basically write down the codes of everything you want, and then you pass it into the people at the table, like Nick and the Remix and Amanda. And then they call you back on email or whatever that you've signed up for when your thing is ready to pick up. This means that there's not a huge queue. You can basically browse, and you got a menu. It's quite nice. Kind of like dim sum, I think. It's been a while since I've been to dim sum. And then you just go pick your stuff up when it's ready, which is great because the place is not crowded or as crowded. Everyone's not like around the table trying to pay at the same time. It's phenomenal. And there's also a ton of stuff. Like people spend so much money. I'm always looking for Netrunner, what's it called? Clothing, which Null Signal Games will put some stuff together for that for sure. But there's, again, alt arts, tokens. There's so many things that you can see there, and it's always the best. Anyways, can I sell products that use AI? No. Sick. Love that. Will artists receive payouts? They'll do it this way, and they tell you what you can do. But again, you do not need to attend the event to have your products able for sale. So if you are not able to make it to Worlds, but you still have some good Netrunner stuff, I would highly recommend sending it. I do think you have to ship your products. You have to pay for the shipping. It's in Montreal, but yeah, don't ship it yet. Wait for them. But like, this is just like such a ridiculously good deal that they do all of this for you. You just have to get the stuff to them, tell you them what it is, give them a catalog of prices. They put it out for you. They make it look nice. They do all the shipping. They do the handling. They package it. They do all this sort of stuff. They have the POS system. It's nonsense that NSG does this, and they've been doing it for such a long time. There's nothing to do other than sit there for 10 minutes. Oh, in the combo or at Artist Colony? I think we're talking about the combo. At a tournament, would you force your opponent to play out the combo? You concede over seeing the pieces. I 100% let them play it out because they can biff it, and like if they biff it, it's 10 minutes. It's not like Magic Man where like you have to sit there for like 20 minutes and they're doing repetitive actions and you have to keep passing priority technically. Like they just do the thing, and they honestly don't play that many cards. Like it's relatively quick. I don't think it's that bad in terms of a combo. Kind of don't care that flop is an interesting design. Tributary is an interesting design. World Tree is an interesting design. Flop is nonsense, IMO. I mean, I hear you. I'm not going to disagree with you. I do think the tides are changing when it comes to people not liking flop. I just think flop inherently has like built-in counterplay. It's just the question is, can we access that counterplay consistently or quick enough? That's the thing. Maybe the answer is there's no way to balance that, so you get rid of it. I could see it. Gotta learn it. Learning it in the case of sitting around as the motions happen, respectfully. That no, I don't mean your opponent. I mean you as a corporation. Gotta learn it. Oh, you're saying that the runner was asking if it was deterministic and they were packing it up? I mean, yeah, they can do that if you want. I'm just mean like the corporation player. If they want to learn to play it at a tournament, they have to learn the line, right? Yeah, I'd concede if they were a player I know is good enough not to punt and wait until if they looked scared of the 26 cards in their hand. Yeah, 100% in paper tournament. Like, I guess if you want to save face, like you know your mojo, you could leave, but I'd recommend just seeing it out. It shouldn't take that long. Especially if it's a tight situation, often can look like they have it when they're actually slightly short. Yeah, they can always biff it. Not like I'm doing anything else at a tournament. Might as well make them play it out. Yeah. I'm only going to be a tight situation when you pressure them into going for the tight spot. Yeah. Concede and browse artist call. I wish I had the elegance of mad combo op where they can just put 4 cards on the table and you know it's over. Yeah. That would be maybe preferable, but like honestly to some extent I like that way less, where someone just is like, here are my 4 cards, you know the game is over, because it doesn't seem like we're playing Netrunner. We're playing like, this is a weird thing, and this is more of an emotional argument than a logical argument, is if someone just like puts 4 cards on the table which are like nano management, mutually assured destruction, 2 end lines, they just like put their hand down and be like GG. I mean, that seems like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like that is, oh, I have Exodia, the game is over. And that's fine. We've had that for throughout the entire history of Netrunner. There's always been combos like that. In card games, there usually are. But at least in this, you have to do a thing. And, you know, ultimately, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't honestly matter. There's not an actual difference, but it feels like there's a difference. I'm way more upset when someone just like says, oh, here's my 4 cards, the game is over. As opposed to this, where they have to actually, you know, jump through hoops or something. I don't know. It's not a real argument. One of you should probably CTK kit the next one that becomes available, and that'll come with IR. If I recall, 5 playmats, you can host a tournament to win them. There's a question here. Is there a good way to get Netrunner playmats? Our group is new, so most of us are looking for them. Oh, the easiest way is that there's some CTK kits, I think, that have them. If you go to the shop, but you have to buy them in kits. So you want to go to the organized play stuff, the event support. I'm not sure which ones came with a kit recently. I think they were like sanctioned events. I'm not sure if the game night kits do. So it might have been for a while. Otherwise, if you're in a meta with other people, a lot of people have extra playmats, like 2 mini playmats if they've been playing for a long time, so that you can get them through there. But Nelson Games, I don't think sells playmats unless you go to a convention, so that might be a bit tricky. I only ask Andre, but you made it sound earlier like forcing your opponent to sit through the combo is a bit of BM, so wondering how you feel if you're on the other side of it. Oh, yeah, like if I was the runner, I'd want to watch them to do it. Maybe I'd get tired if I go to a tournament and there's like 5 of my opponents are doing the same combo and I have to keep watching it. Like then I'd probably get like salty, but like not in a nice salty. Like that's a me problem salty. But yeah, I would definitely still make them have it. Yeah, I love how in Yu-Gi-Oh on the games, sometimes over before one player gets to take an action. Yes, yeah, there's a lot of first turn kill Yu-Gi-Oh decks sounds like for worse or for worse. H2 should exist at some point in the next few months. Didn't we just get a CTK? Didn't this just come out? Oh, GNK and CTK are different, right? I forgot about that. Yeah, they're technically different. Yeah, CTKs do have playmats. The last one that had a playmat is no longer purchasable because they are kind of like limited time. But that did have some really good playmats. Yeah, conventions have playmats, but like that doesn't show up all the time, huh? NSG said that they will be moving away from playmats for CTKs. Did they? That's a bummer. Those are good playmats. The development playmat. They were selling measured response playmats at UKG, and I was so sorely tempted with measured response on it. Really? That's a good playmat, I think. Eric is saying for anyone who's been wanting Netrunner poker chips, I'm going to be going live with pre-orders in the next few days. Heads up. Oh, sick. Are you sending them out or like to pick up at Worlds or a combination thereof? We probably should make more Métropole Grid merch. The thing is, like, I don't know. Sending out Métropole Grid merch sounds like a lot. But it's the sort of thing like if I make them, maybe you can pick them up at Worlds or know someone who's going to Worlds who can get them back to you. But like it's a lot of expense to like send out stuff, especially because like tariffs and stuff, like sending stuff across the border has got so much worse. Most recent CTK had the sick Blues playmat. Yeah, that one's really good. That one's the long time coming one. And Matt is sick AF, mostly available at convention events and such, I think. We won't be moving entirely away from playmats, so Cror's answering from OP. But just that it won't be every CTK, we're exploring other options. I'd expect every second CTK, so about 1 per year to be playmats. So Cror, does that say that we got our 1 this year or from this point on? Pick up a grid t-shirt? Cool. Little Egg's asking, how do we get on the poker chips? You want Eric Hayden to answer that. I think you can go to the Neon Static website, which I'm pretty sure is public at this point, unless I just like spoiled it, in which case, so no, he said I'm getting orders live on my website. International shipping, etc. No pickup at Worlds. NSG may decide to buy some for me in bulk for Worlds, and that's up to them. Yeah, it has a lot to do with it. Yeah. CDK Burger King Crown Reward. Hey Jay, how's it going? We comboed off 3 times, no issues. Sick, undefeated on JNet. You came slightly too late. I pick up on at Worlds. I'd 100% buy a shirt with your face on it. It won't have my face on it. It definitely will not have my face on it. Only if it's on the measure response splash screen badly superimposed over Jeff. Yeah. Check out the Neon Static website, which I don't know the URL offhand. And if Eric wrote it in chat, foolishly, it has been redacted permanently. And he will be warned. But yeah, you can get them for sure. I would totally buy a playmat with Sengren's FCs and Saber's face on it. Man, there's a lot of choices of Jeff's playmat faces to do on a lot of things. I missed out on Thomlong. Boxer, I think we have a couple left. I think we still have some stickers and pins from like Worlds 2024 that are just in a closet somewhere. Yeah, you wrote it in chat. Yeah, I totally got it. Even I knew that you were caught. I'm sorry, Eric. You are now tagged. They're coming for you. It's neonstaticpod.com, I'm assuming. Am I getting in trouble, but I let folks know anything about the next CTK so my lips are sealed? I mean, Cror, we're going to try, so we did. So I don't, no hard feelings. You want a woman in the red dress playmat? My favorite random old card? For a bunch of the artists, especially with the older cards, and I don't know who did women in the red dress. I'm not sure who did this one. It's Bruno Belixa. You can check. A bunch of the old like legacy artists will have their art available on different like platforms where you can buy like sleeves or on a mug or something like that. At this point, I think like one of the Inked Gaming, I don't think it exists anymore, but there's a bunch of arts like you could get back from the day. Is this our Bruno Belixa? This doesn't, yeah, it is our Bruno Belixa. Yeah, cool. But yeah, you can look into that if you like directly search in, but like NSG does not have FFG playmats, of course. Bruno did Cat's Cradle? Oh, yeah, it's right there. Yeah, for sure. So there is actually a Bruno Belixa playmat with the Cat's Cradle. Yeah, these are art for NSG. So, oh, Bruno Blixa did this one too. I like this one. I like the bees. Scatterfield, did not know that was him. The wall. Tremolo? Man, I don't know if I recognize this card. It's been such a long time. Pinhole is pretty iconic. Chesva's really iconic. Shout out to there's 2 Chesva arts that are like very similar and both very quite good. Shoot in the head, NFL. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Bruno's been doing it for a long time. Definitely an OG. Yeah, very good. Okay, I think that's all the news. The one thing, of course, I need to remind you is there's a bunch of events this weekend. You probably know about them. Also, we shared a whole bunch of like mega city coverage just like 2 days ago on Tuesday. You should watch all that stuff. It's all really quite good. Shout out to Toronto and Berlin. Berlin did, I think, their first ever stream. It was really quite nice. But this weekend we have, it's the Canadian Nationals, isn't it? Mega City in Vancouver. Wait, isn't it? Where is it? Upcoming? Sorry, that's results. That's why. Upcoming, it's a Vancouver Mega City in APC. So if you're on the west coast of the Americas, you probably want to make it up here. Sundarian runs a great event. Let them dream. This is the Science Center, I believe, in Vancouver. Never been. We got some tokens. These are always great events. I heard last year was fantastic. I don't expect it to be any different. There's a CTK. Oh, it was, yeah, tonight, I guess. So good luck if you're out there, I suppose. Otherwise, I think that's the only Mega City this weekend. There's an NRO test as well. That's on, I want to say, what is it, Saturday? So we talked about this, but NRO's Netrunner Online, which is Lucy's platform, which is another way to play Netrunner Online, kind of like Jinteki.net, but it's programmed in a different way, and it's more like, diegetic is not the right word, but it kind of more mimics physically playing cards. And so there's a test tournament to try it out to see if you can break it. It's a limited card pool at this point. I think it's only System Gateway, but there's a really nice alt art that you can get on NRO in the future if you do well, which is good. Yeah, I opened results. Yeah, for sure. I'm not there. Wife not feeling well, and I'm doing a sad. Oh, Brennan. Hopefully things are better. Sorry to hear that. Send someone to get you some nice stuff. They'll Skype you in or whatever. NRO peak. We definitely want to do an NRO peak. The thing is, like, I need to talk to Lucy about it. We talked about it a bit last night, but like, there is NRO currently is like in beta, so there's not like people on NRO the way that people are on JNet. So we have to basically plan it to be able to like sit down and talk to how it works and like have an opponent. For the tournament, obviously there'll be people, but I'm not gonna be able to participate in the tournament. So it's something that we have to kind of like, set up a bit more. We can't just like jump on NRO at any point, right? NRO as an acronym does not stand for anything, but it's a place you can go to play Netrunner Online. Yeah, it doesn't stand for nothing though. All right. Wow. 10 o'clock only, and we got out of the combo. Shout out to 34 Witches and everyone in chat for walking through that. I do think it's a deck that you probably should understand how it works. If you can play it yourself, you can get some understanding, again, how to play against it, what a good hand looks like, what a bad hand looks like, and what you can do to pressure them. I think we actually had relatively good draws. Like, we were kept opening with that damn Regolith and getting it down to the last 3 credits, which seems to be enough money to get us to the end goal. There's only 10 ice. We drew a fair bit of the ice. Still not sure about this Lycian, but like, it's fine. We never had to res it, and then everything else like worked pretty good. That's the plan. Okay, good to hear, Brennan. Hopefully everyone's feeling better. I'm sure you can convince chat to play with you, but yeah, all down to wait until we can organize something. Yeah, I think you sent me a message on Discord. I'm not great at getting to Discord, but we'll figure out a time for sure. Good luck on the weekend too. Council was playing Hiram. What? Council's playing Hiram? So there's this idea with Hiram, right? I don't know if we're going to play this, but like, Hiram says whenever you install or trash a piece of hardware, and then in this lovely italics from any location, ooh, spooky, you can look at the top card of R&D. So there's always this idea that like, hey, if you trash it from hand at Audrey at instant speed, that works. And technically it does work. I've never seen anyone actually try that, because ultimately that's the sort of issue with Hiram, is like, this Hiram deck is kind of like these sort of lat Onicom Audrey decks, which are pretty good in Shaper with buffer drive and all that. But the issue is like, you only have 10 pieces of hardware. So it's like, this ability will fire and it'll give you a bit of control, but it just doesn't fire consistently enough. I think Hiram is really short on the amount of hardware that you have. But yeah, buffer drive is a card you probably could consider playing anyways, I guess. But this whole package is fascinating. And like, we have played, I think it was the Decklist of the week. Tuno posted the sort of like Strike Fun Steel Skin single Audrey Shaper, and it's like a relatively fun deck. Like, breaking ice for free is a very strong effect. You no longer have Ashen, which those decks played, so at least in Shaper we have a single Harmony AR therapy, which is kind of cool. Council stole this deck from Bowsley and made it worse. I mean, I would have said that a bit more diplomatically, but That's cool. Interesting. I don't know if this is the best ID to play it in. And like, that's the issue is like, yeah, 24 events on 10 hardware. And I don't think I've played a higher end list that has more than like 10 or 11 hardware at the end of the day. So hopefully in the future, we get more hardware support. Lycine is basically a flex slot, punishes face checks on a different axis to drafter. Would you ever consider Sorakaban? It's a bit expensive. Acts as a third barrier, third ablative is a bit dubious, but we're often non-threat. Counts. I sat next to this Hiram deck at a TO Mega City to this one. Ducklin, how was the Mega City, by the way? It was hilarious the whole game through. Were they firing their text? I said what I said. But we probably want to first find room for Fly Swatter, and Lycian was what has to go. Oh, yeah, I could see Fly Swatter being pretty good. We played, mind you, Audrey, Vampire Topon, like Herbivore Topon on Tuesday, and constantly Fly Swatter was really annoying. Sorakaman is so bad. Yeah, it's not great. Treasure Resource is an irrelevant face check. I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't know all the text on the card, so I'm going to suggest it. Yeah, neat. That's really neat. I don't think we would have saw that deck. I think this was scary too. This is Council playing Holloman Regenesis. And like, yeah, fast advancing Regenesis works as long as the card that you're fast advancing with doesn't hit archives. So I do think, again, we're going to see Big Deal Melisu do something, which is just hella cursed. But this is just Holloman on top of Regenesis and Sisyphus. So you have a really gross, basically anything can be never advanced into an absurd scoring win condition. This is also one of these agenda suites that only has a single Fuji, so there's not a lot of 3-pointers. So the runner just has to touch a lot of cards, and a lot of cards is hard. When again, this is the Ice Suite, and at some point they score a Sisyphus. Like, I don't know if we want to play Melius on the channel because like Melius is everywhere and more. But yeah, Lacosta and Hollowman, I could see the truth behind this. I think we did see a 2 Hollowman Melius list. Maybe it was Komodo's. But yeah, it's good. You can fast advance. It's really quite strong. How are we doing? Ooh. This Stealth Anarch is actually seems to be edging out. Dull Bulb, interesting. I want to play Vic. I think I want to play Vic, and I wanted to play the Ice Destruction Vic. This is not the Ice Destruction Vic. This is from Dragger. Came 9th. This deck didn't seem to perform amazingly at Italian Mega Cities, but it's Vic, good stuff Vic. We're on 3 Friend of a Friend as a way to probably get a tag and then clear the tag on tempo. So you end up spending, again, what is it, like 3 clicks for 5 credits on a card draw, which I don't know about that. But I mean, you want your text to be relevant. Of course, run Hermes, run Tungsten Taylor, which you don't see commonly in Criminal, but if running is the way that you put on pressure, I don't see why not. We have Iru, which shows up in Criminals just generally, but really good in Vic, and of course, triple DreamNet. I believe that the Vic you're looking for is Nervous Nightjar. I think the one we're looking for is from Nykride. I think it's Nykride's, right? Yeah, this is the one I think I'm looking for. I just read Hermes replaces Rotary in the write-up, and I'm like, what did the V1 look like? I mean, the V1 had a Rotary in it, right? Yeah, this is the one that I think I wanted to try. So this came second in Sansan North Mega City. And so it's a Vic deck, but it's like doing some interesting stuff. It's using Ice Destruction. And the write-up is really quite good. The write-up talks about like criminals about punching a hole open in the wrong server at the right time. And the idea is that like, okay, if you want to have your DreamNet on the table to get that clickless card draw, you definitely want to be opening up servers. And that's, I think, really cool. I think the thing that scares me about this deck is like, we don't have enough card draw. I don't know what to do about that, but like, unless you have a DreamNet that lands, like all you have is Nuke and the 3 class acts, which maybe it's enough. So you can just draw in a weird order. I don't know. I'm a bit worried about these compromots. Like, they're mentioned to not be like the most important piece, but they're more so like a combo piece, because getting bad publicity is good in just about every matchup, and some better than others. But like, maybe you can cut the Praxis for a Nuka. I don't know. Praxis seems really good with Crew. Compliment Crew has blown me out. This looks like a deck that will blow people out for sure. I like Bocklin more than the average person. I'm glad the Nykride's on it. It has really interesting text. This gets counters way faster than you think it does. It's the first time each run you encounter a piece of ice. And even on 0 encounters, it just like totally knocks out an Event Horizon, which is a relevant ability. I think we could just give this a shot. I don't know. I worry it doesn't have enough card draw. I think maybe you can put some more card draw on this slot. Criminal technically has like an influence card draw or no influence card draw with things like Lilo, or even you could play maybe the Crew. What are they called? The gang members, Vic's gang members, the Underdome Irregulars. Like, maybe you can even consider that, as much as that seems more like an Baz deck. Man, there's so much Criminal I want to play. As much as Criminal right now is like, it's okay. Remember reading and hearing Compromat as a way of making up for too many ice solving cards in the asset matchup? Yeah, there's a nice section about this. This write-up is, again, very quite good. So Nykride says, Compromat, double question mark. I found that my econ struggle a lot in asset matchups. But we realized that this is uniquely a deck that can play Compromat well. Crew and Bach, then we'll talk more about that in a second, guarantee it, and transfer can be enough at times. It's cool that, again, if you destroy the ice or de-res the ice, they can't re-res it, so Compromat will go through, guaranteed. A guaranteed bad pub is solid, or sorry, they can't de-res it, right? A guaranteed bad pub is solid in most matchups for the deck that use this, and particularly in game-breaking and acid matchups, see Team Kill on stream, which I don't think I've been able to catch all that stream yet. Don't over an index on this card just because it's a cool card that's in the deck. It serves a very specific purpose. Only spend the tempo to land this if it is genuinely worth it, which is great. Underdome is worse than Lie Low. Yeah, it probably is. I could see that being the case. Sellout is also card draw. Yeah, but it's, I think, so much harder to play, Laura. I wanted to mention it, but like, this doesn't seem like we have a lot of sellout targets. Like, selling out a daily cast is nonsense. Let's give this a shot. This seems really quite fun. We're on 45, which is nice. We'll see how consistent we are setting up. Again, our breakers, we're on 2 Shibboleth. I hate Shibboleth. I'm like, I do think people playing the other code gate breaker, the little deer mouse, is so much better right now with the run events in what's her face and Muesli Hot. But we have to play Shibboleth, it seems. I hate that. Maybe we'll just blow up the big code gates. We're on Revolver and Carmen. I could see a world where you just play 3 Revolvers and don't care. I like Revolver a heck of a lot. I think it's like one of the best cards to just get down and face check. Kurapira is just fine. And we have 2 leeches, and we can get our breakers back with Praxis, as much as we can also get revolvers back. Maybe that's another reason to play more revolvers. Revolver's so good. Like, I don't ever want to install this early. It's way too expensive. Let's go. The game links are dead, unfortunately. Oh, the stream, probably because it was on Twitch. You need to have a Twitch channel of a certain metrics to be able to archive the VODs indefinitely, or at least for longer than like the month that they hold them for. So there's a chance that they just expired, which is a huge bummer when it comes to Twitch. Shout out to YouTube. Hey, it's Duckland. You don't have to trash with crew, you just have to use it for strength. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can just take tags for strength. I'm going to forget about that. Okay, Duckland played Bangoon at Toronto. So I think we played against her Bangoon before. Hey, best of luck. Have fun. I'm not sure if she's on small points or big points. Our hand has a Wake, which I don't think we're going to be able to get into HQ this turn. We have a Compromat, which doesn't really matter. We have Class Act, Daily Cast, Open Market. So if she doesn't do anything really quickly, and mind you, DreamNet's really good in a matchup that cares about knocking cards out of hand at run speed. We could do like Open Market, Class Act, Daily Cast, Credit, Pass. And to all know, DreamNet, it's small. It's really that bad. Like, I don't mind that we have card draw and 2 slow econ pieces. If we mull and we don't get DreamNet, we're cooked. Like, I think this is on the verge of being good. The problem is we have 2 dead cards. I'm assuming Bangan is not a terrible matchup. If it was a terrible matchup, I would hard mull for something better than this. So like, Antoine, I really respect the suggestion, but I think we're going to hold this. If this was like a Yuko, I'd definitely mulligan, or like a Piff. Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping we class act into it. Like, if it's Epiphany, we have to get the DreamNet. We'll find out together. We'll have some like healthy result-oriented thinking. Yeah, very slow start, so I'm okay with this. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3. Oh, there was a third step. Nailed it. Look at that. Perfect. DreamNet in our opening. Vic is anti-Bangoon text. Oh my god, yeah, we have anti-Bangoon text. Okay, Hermes is not perfect against Bangoon because it doesn't bounce the agendas. It's okay, it bounces everything else. Class Act is going to be a bit rich, but it's the only card draw in our hand. But I think we're just going to take what we has. Hey, Conrad, I think Vic is strong into Bangoon. It should be good. Like, we have a good text, right? BBID's got unique JNet versus text before elevation. I did not read any of them. Shame to not get the Hermes there. We have to watch out now. We don't have Devil Charm, so if we ever run into a BOAC, we have to deal with it the hard way. But we're on 4 credits. Maybe we should have kept the Class Act installed there for 3 in hindsight. Yeah, I don't know why we wouldn't. I think we just install Hermes. Like, we draw once for Econ. Ooh. I don't want a Bravado HQ because I want Hermes. I played a lot of Bangoon when Vic was everywhere right after release. Yeah, me too. I did too. I mean, I think we'll show our hand slightly. And next turn we'll get a draw. Maybe she's on a lot of small points, but just gonna ice stuff up. Okay. Okay, we got it. So the thing is, if we install this and just run archives, like, how good is it actually? I mean, it only gets better. We could do Leech, DreamNet, run archives. That's a fair bit better. We're not weak to anything here besides Public Trail. But this is now a really high archives run, so she needs to put something on archives. And with 20 credits, she didn't. Nice. So it's very good to get DreamNet off of, what's it called? Off Class Act. I do think she's probably Myoshu deck. Okay. Leech, DreamNet, archives is good. Yeah, that's really quite nice. Now, our liquidity is bad, but she needs to push. She's definitely a Miyoshu deck. She has 20 credits, so she's not soft to many other things. The problem is as soon as we install our Arruaceiras, like this is why I just want to play 3 revolvers. It's like with revolvers, we can face check. Without revolvers, we can't face check. Unless we get our leech up to 4 counters, because then we can crew trash. So like we can install Arruaceiras, click for 2. It's like not fantastic. We have 2 Arruaceiras, so we don't have to be super precious about the ice destruction. How afraid are we of the ice? Pretty. She's definitely on BOX. We're assuming she doesn't res into install into a Arruaceiras if it's a Fractor. Man, all the bravados in the world. I think we could bravado the remote server once we get another leech counter. Because now we can actually blow up a big old BOAC because we can do leech plus crew. We take a lot of tags. We'll find out how bad this is. No res. Okay. So we're gonna hit by what's her name here? An Angelique. Yeah. So shoot. We lost a wake and a bravado. We will trash this. We still have good money. We could bravado again, but I think we're done pretty well. So there's probably 3 in the list. She also could be on Daniela, but we need to flush those out sooner than later. Clean Gateway and Archives is still really good value because we do like running Archives Purge. Okay, fantastic. Man, this DreamNet's been so good. Never underestimate Vancouver's ability to waste money. I mean, that was not bad. Unfortunately, I think we have to take the Carbon here, but like Carbon with Leech is probably going to be good enough. And we can install it really cheap. Like, damn, that is a good run. Oh, it feels so good to play run-based Criminal and run Archives for value with Leech. Like, Leech is so good with our breakers. Not Buzzsaw, but you know what I mean. It's still really good. So what does Compromat say? Run any server protected by ice. If it was unsuccessful, give the corp 1 bad bonusly unless they de-res a piece of ice. So in theory, we could run HQ and force a res. Yeah, whatever. I think we'll install the Carbon in the open market and we'll just pass. She's on 20. We want Hermes bounces. Yeah, we do. Okay, Eminence. So that's something we have to run sooner than later. In terms of code gates on remote server, like probably she's on Toxin. And the thing is that this is face up. So she can't, we can't bounce it with Hermes. Now, that being said, if she scores it, she has to install her card before we open up something with Hermes. So that kind of works good for us. Compromise HP in this matchup? Yeah, I think so as well. How many pinholes do we have? We have no pinholes? What the heck? Okay, we'll start here. I mean, second class deck is not bad because it's really cheap. Second Leech, we probably don't have the MU for it. So I don't know if we want to run anything here. We have Respect here for Winchester. So like we could just Bravado HQ. We know this wasn't res before, so we can Bravado HQ again. When we touch this, we have to take 2 damage. I'm going to Bravado HQ. I think we can deal with a big old thing. Okay, that's perfect. So we can use our leech counters aggressively. I think I'm going to. Compromat? Nah, not worth it. She easily de-reses the Maskarovka. Like, we want to use Compromat when we can guarantee with crew. Yeah, that's fine. Like, whatever she gets with this, we want to have enough leech counters. So, like, we can run Archive for a leech counter. I guess we could just draw here. We're going to need more cards. Revolver's good. That's good. Better use crew for 2 strength IMO? I don't know if we want to take a tag for fun. Because we can always take a crew tag, but then we have to clear the tag, which is a credit to draw. I mean, that's not the worst. We had an extra click there. So whatever she Eminence, we're going to be able to open up a server. Sort of. She's probably on more Eminence, which means Hermes Centrals is good. And at this point, she's gone through 15 cards, just about, and we've only seen 2 points, so she has to have points in hand. BOAC? Nice. Okay, so we can't open HQ, but we'll open R&D. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we can run R&D for single. Transfer is a bit scary because transfer into bite is pretty bad. We want to get Bachland down as well. I think we just go straight transfer HQ. I don't think we run HQ R&D. Yeah, but saves 2 cards, same as Leech, but Leech counters let us blow up ice. Yeah, the Leech counters are very valuable, but I don't think she's going to be able to ice up everything. Here, she seems like she wants to push, so we do want to sweep HQ. So I'm just going to use the Leech counters. Mainly blowing up a BWAC is good. Wow, triggers. Leech, transfer, DreamNet, Nuka, Arruaceiras, take the Nuka. We'll steal an above the law. We'll blow up the board. So we can remove a tag cheaply, which draws a card. It puts us on 8. That's fine. Oh, never mind. We have to do it the other way. We have to hit this button. So we're not on threat. That was the card that we're the most scared of. We don't have multi-access in this list besides the Wake implant we lost, right? Like, I think the deck has no multi-access besides Wake. That's weird. And we did lose this. I guess we have 1 DECKLISTS, but I don't think I was realizing that that was actually the pressure that we wanted. And it would have been really good pressure here. So we could go back in. She probably has another point in hand. 4 points in the top 15. There's probably a bit more. The leech counters are really good. I think we could just drop 2 daily casts. We have 2 wake. Oh, okay. We have 2 wake. That's good. I wanted to get the Balkan down, but I don't think we have time. I think we'll just do 2 daily casts so we have a moment. Especially when we're not on threat 4 yet. But she should be able to jam in their remote server. And jamming it face up means running HQ so much better. Yeah, like that came from HQ. We probably should have ran HQ. Okay, so I think we just need to win off centrals, which is like the classic Bangoon thing. The question is, can she score this and then Yoshu and win? Because in theory, this brings her up to 7. Because this goes to 4. Oh, no, it brings her to 6. Math is hard. So I think we just do Bakla and run HQ. Like, I don't want to run their remote server. Okay, we got a Corp here up. Corp pinged us for 1. We hit the Myoshu. I forgot she could do that. We lost the DECKLISTS, which is what we wanted. So we know Myoshu in here. We can just run the remote server. Yeah, but then we have to take damage and tags and stuff. I guess we could just run it. I don't know. I hate running the remote server. Every time I run the remote server when I think I can't, we die. Because this will bring us to the threat. So if we run this, she hits us with a single measured. That being said, if we run centrals and hit an agenda, we die to a single measured too. So, I mean, pick your fight. I think we just run R&D, click for 2 credits. I just want to get the leech counters up. Okay, we can't bounce that. We can bounce the ice or the upgrade. I think we bounce the ice because the upgrade could be an Angelique and in hand it actually does something. Yeah, it can be an enemy. It also can be like, what's it called? The one that does damage or gives you a tag when you go through it. Like the remote server is usually a death trap. Okay, we died a double measured. I thought we had another click left. We're going to lose because we played Baklin. Maybe she doesn't have it. Okay, we're alive. She iced up everything, rightfully so. So now we need to consider running the remote server and it puts us on 6 points. We're on a lot of credits with the daily cast, thinking, okay. So this is 6 strength. We can get it down to 2 strength, which is break for 3 credits. The sack zone will do something to us, and then Daniela will do something to us. When we hit the sack zone, it doesn't have text, but Bangoon does, which is 2 meat damage and a tag. And then this card will at most do 2 damage as well. Yeah, Phonotria, thank you. Phonotria is possible as well. It's a card you have to play around. We also draw a card with DreamNet, which is a bit awkward because we can lose it randomly. So we just pick our worst card. There's a world where we do Nuka, install Nuka run. Nuka click Nuka run remote. Yeah, but I think we're gonna end up with 2 tags if we use that this way. But I think we just boost Carmen because we didn't die to double measured last turn. Why would we this turn? So I think we do it. Maybe even it's better to just install Revolver, but Revolver breaks for 4. We break for 5. So yeah, not worth it. I would do Nuka, draw Nuka, just run. Yeah. And then we just pay. I mean, all these cards are really good. If we clean getaway it, I think we might. I'm going to bottom the wake. We don't have any shuffles on the deck. Yeah, I was going to get 2 tags if we crewed this. So I think we just clean getaway this. And then we clear 1 tag. So we're not going to trash this. We actually could derez it? We could derez it. Wow. If we use the crew for minus strength, yeah, we don't have to exactly. We'd end up with 2 tags, but we actually could derez this with Baklin, Leech, and crew, which is like pretty strong. Like that's a hard thing to play around. So currently we have to boost twice, so we'll boost once. So let's see if this is an Angelique or it's an Amaze. Okay. So that's not great. She has to hit us with double measured. We've seen no tag punishment in hand. We have to steal this, so we'll open R&D. We have no reason to trash this because we'll never run it again, but we have 3 tags. If we remove 1 tag. Yeah, this is why running the remote server is scarier than you think it is, because that's like a bad 50-50. So we only lose here if she has Angelique and a measure. Angelique and End of Line. We also unfortunately lost our Run Archives card. End of Line MRR is expensive as shit. No, but she has to do End of Line Angelique. So I think we have to run HQ and just sweep. That's the best we have. It's run R&D or run HQ. Top is an agenda. I'll run R&D for you, but I think it's better to run HQ because we have a chance of trashing an Angelique because we died to End of Line Angelique. I guess if we died to End of Line Angelique, we should just draw. So we're saying that she doesn't have 2 End of Lines in hand. I don't think she has 2 End of Lines in hand. I think we just draw once here. How do we sweep? We see one and we get lucky. Top deck it. I'm gonna do top deck for Chad, but we definitely should draw into Angelique. Why are you huddling tag? No, I'm huddling run. We can draw to 5. Yeah, 5 doesn't draw to Angelique and end a line. Yeah, you never run the server. Use Vic text? No, yeah. If we're gonna clear the tag, we do Vic text, which would be the same as draw. But like Chad wants to run R&D. I think we just Vic. I'm sorry, Chad. Let's see if we die. I think the Vic draw is way better. It's way more likely she has to end a line into Angelique than us winning. We seem to be fine. She did hedge fund. I mean, okay, we called the right line. Let's see if she trashes a DreamNet. We're live. That was less exciting. Okay. Okay. Do we just run HQ? There's nothing that she can score here that matters, so we'll start with Vic. Another crew's interesting, but I think we can now play control because we're on game point. She needs to be able to score 3-2 with a click left and Myoshu. She has a Myoshu in hand. So I think here we run HQ, use the Arruaceiras, get DreamNet Nykride, we do sure gamble, clear tag, discard a compromat. Take the off turn. I'm still going to run because it's good. Yeah, that's unfortunately we knew. So we'll do sure gamble and just remove a single tag. In theory, we don't need to. We'll see what happens. You're right. It's even 6 points. Yeah, I'm getting to 7 is hard in my head. I don't know why. Okay, so you never run this. At most, there could be one agenda in here, but like look at the amount of money we have. And we're going to be able to de-res a BOX sooner than later. So I think we want to run R&D. So we're just going to start running R&D here. I guess we should install our Shibboleth first, but I don't know what punishes us. And like the Bachman's really good. Any res, we can just bad de-res at instant speed. We can compromise an F de-res. Yeah, I just don't think the bad publicity matters. Admittedly, we don't have Chesva, so like... All right. So she did that. I guess we'll prig for 5 and come back later to deal with this permanently. We could like crew and de-res it immediately, but I think I'd rather trash this thing because she could re-res it. Pharos, so she has big ice. Imagine there was a compromat run and you're getting a bad publicity. Yeah, but then she wouldn't rest, right? Like it doesn't actually, no, that works, right? Running server protected by ice. When their runs end, if successful, give the corp 1 bad publicity unless they do res a piece of ice. I mean, we could still do it. I think we can still do it. I think we just do like open market chill. We gotta be using the crew tag. We will eventually. The problem is like we spent a leech counter to get a leech counter, which is not brilliant. So yeah, we were at the point, but I think Bachlan will be at... Bachlan can de-res this next turn. Bachlan compromises the point of the deck. Yeah, I think you're right. We can use the crew off the open market. We're just going to blow up maybe the remote server, but if she scores, we can open up archives. I don't know what on the table that if we don't run, we lose to. She did power draw, so install draw. So running HQ is a bit better here. Yeah, game point exactly. It's not the best time to do a compromat, but we can guarantee it for sure. Did we draw with a nuke on the table? Half the upgrades don't do anything when we're on 6? No, but if you don't have enough cards in hand, you can't steal with Daniela. That's the only one that has actual active text. But the thing is, if we don't know where the agenda is, we hit the upgrades in the wrong order, then we can be cooked. Because Bangoon is not on steal, it's on axis, which means if you don't have enough cards because you touch like 2 bad things, then you touch the thing and then you just lose. I'm going to clean Getaway HQ. I'm not going to use the leech counters. I'm just going to pay full price. We have to watch out we don't lose to bite. Bangoon's face up only? Yeah, when there's a face up. Oh, you're right. It'll be face up at that point. Yeah. No, that's silly. Stop hitting the Myoshu. Okay, Bachlan has a 4. We can de-res the BOAC, no problem. We don't even have to take a tag. We have one more multi-axis card. I think we just install the crew and click for 2 credits. Like maybe we should have just hard transferred there, but I can't do it now because if we hit a bite, it's kind of bad. I'm just gonna chill. This is where like having no multi-axis, we maybe have to be a bit more aggressive. We lost most of our multi-axis. Okay. So we will... Do we just trash the BOAC? Maybe we trash it. Metapher, how's it going? YOLO. I mean, we're kind of getting there. I think I want to de-res the BOAC, and then if she re-reses it, we'll trash it. Because I think this is like the best target for this besides Event Horizon. And I can't imagine Event Horizon being that good. So we will compromise R&D. So this is what we're trying to do. Don't you rise after success before success? Sorry? So I think we can do this. Nice. That's good. That's really good. Gamble's fine. Hedge, bummer. So we'll Vic the tag. We can always run back. The second leech is definitely worth the install. If we run last click, she can res, but it costs the eminent, and then she really can't win. I can't believe we haven't seen agendas. But we have bad publicity, so running is like relatively safe. I think we just need 2 leeches. We probably should have played 2 leeches earlier. We have to make sure we don't draw too much because like hit points might matter. We touch the agenda before Angelique and then we win. Yeah. If it's face up, we touch it first. But if it's not face up, then at least Banquing doesn't have text. So what I said was not really, didn't make a lot of sense the more you thought about it. Yeah, we'll just make sure we don't die to double measured. All right. She power drawed there again. So like running HQ is a bit better because she has less control over it the way that's happening. She's advancing ice. So we're pretty sure that's the Pharaohs. Running HQ is a bit better, but we keep seeing a Myoshu. We know that this is either 14 credit res or very, very expensive. So we can just do this and see what happens. Eventually, this will like run her down. This feels like really old school criminal, like 2014 Netrunner. Like, oh, they have leech counters. Oh, they're going to de-res her ice. Like, res a Buak for this much. So we can't trash it easily, but we'll get enough leech counters on the next run back that we can. Because we only break this with 4 with bad publicity, which is like pretty good. Hedge fund again? Damn, okay. I feel like I played this deck. I never built a board state. Which one? This one? I mean, yeah. Are you just winning on aggro soon enough? So we can just trash the Buak. I guess we should do it now because otherwise she can purge. Yeah, if she purges, I guess we just run archives enough, so I don't think we're upset about it. There's probably points in server 2. We just don't have to touch them. Yeah, maybe we just trash it. If she purges, it's not that bad. I think we just run archives a couple times. Yeah, I think Cameras Pharaohs. Yeah, I just don't have any interest in running that. We really don't have to. I think we just take 2 credits, pass. If she purges, we run archives 3 times. It's fine. Spin? I mean, I'm not running that. It's a table snare and a half. So now we'll destroy things. I forget that trashing the ice doesn't give you a tag. Spin, okay, she breaks lock. Shuffling stuff in. Measured, fine. We can trash that. We have bad publicity. We've used one of them already. Card, we'll take the crew. Wake is better. Tree line, give us something else. Vic, we're gonna grind ourselves out. Like, I think we just remove the tag manually. I'm gonna remove the tag, run ID twice just to get all the leech counters, because leech counters bad publicity. Like, running HQ should be easy. We should have taken the wake, I'll be honest. I'm just worried about taking damage. Wake is better? Yeah, wake is definitely better. She has to have points in HQ here. She's drawn a lot. She's broken lock every other turn. Like, we can't play twinning for a couple reasons. We have nowhere to charge it, but also, like, we can flow tags. But, like, the DreamNet feels good. Like, the DreamNet is not optional, so we will eventually just run out of cards. So I think we'll start here by running HQ and see what happens. We have a crew, and, like, we can destroy any ice of 8 strength or more. Oh, drone? So we just run the server, right? So this is Pharaohs, but if she reses it at 7, we just destroy it? No, we run R&D, then we'll run the remote server. Because then we'll have enough counters, unless there's a virus in here. I mean, we could just win off of this. This is not going anywhere. Buak. So we think this is a 10 strength Pharaohs. If she reses it, we can just crew it. We break this for a little. Then we just hit the SDS drone deployment. What can she res here that actually does anything? I don't think anything, so we can just win. Show me your Pharaohs. Okay, so she has 2 credits. In theory, this gives us a tag, which is not great. Do it. Click Nuka first. I mean, it's okay. I don't think we need to. So we can destroy this. I'm actually not that interested in destroying it. I would love to be able to break this for free with Kurapira. But I think we actually just like use our leech counters on and break this cheaply. Click here? Sorry? Anoetic is rough here. I mean, if Anoetic fires here, I'd be surprised if she's on it. It doesn't really look like that. If Anoetic happens, Anoetic happens. We could just let this fire. We could just use our leech counters to break it really cheaply. Like we break it for 3. That also may be fine. I don't think we have to destroy the remote ice. So we'll just bring this down. We want to keep 1 leech counter. So it's 5 strength, 4 strength, 3 strength, 2 strength, 1 strength. Break for 3. Hey, Nykride. Yeah, cool deck. Yo, great write-up. Super great write-up, and congrats, man. This is sick. This is our first game so far. Analytics is irrelevant. She's a 2. I mean, like, she can fire it. So let's see what she reses here. It's a Daniela. It's an Angelique. That's fine. So we just do SDS. We win. Yeah, GG. Yeah, that's the one thing you have to watch out. Thanks for the game. The one thing you have to watch out, Daniela has an additional cost to steal. So if you don't have enough cards in hand, you can't steal. But Bangun is when you touch it. It's like a thing that nobody knows. I played Bangun in Worlds last year at COS, had a great time. But that is an actual real thing that matters. People might not have enough cards in hand and touch it and be in a bad spot. The thing is, there's nothing else here that can hurt us because Angelique has to be rezzed and she's unique. Daniela has to be rezzed and she's unique or as well, or they're unique. I'm not sure. 2 gov sub, Mull, 2 gov sub was so funny. Yeah, the money was good. The money was good. Super scared of Miyoshu. I got some good text against Bangun, unfortunately. I just forgot to write that in bold. Posted Thorn, Discord, anxiety's high, but I'll be okay. Oh my god, you're gonna get great feedback, Metaffer. No reason to be worried. Daniel, she hurt. Milanomi, thank you. Sick. Really, really cool. Hermes too, yeah. I mean, Bangun has good text against that. But I hear you. I'm not convinced Compromat should have been Pinhole. I hate to be the board. No, I agree. I think I'd rather have a Pinhole. I feel like I have more control. But if we don't have a Chesva, like maybe Leech doesn't go far enough. But like, man, Leech in these breakers in Mad Pub, it does feel really good. That feels like what you wanted to do it. What's the order of operations with Danielle and Bangun and Angelique? Angelique is when you touch her, so don't. That's up to you to not touch her. But technically, if we don't win, we have to touch Angelique. Daniela is persistent, so even if you deal with Daniela, unless you coupulate her, her text will be active for the whole rest of the turn. So yeah, it's additional cost for an agenda for the server or the root, so that's fine. Daniela protects herself, but Daniela does not protect other upgrades. So that's all I have to worry about. The thing is, like, if this Angelique, we touch it, there's no window for the corporation to res the second Angelique. There's just literally no window, because you can't res while we're accessing. So that's the only thing you have to worry about. Cool, let's run back. Imagine how many credits we would have gotten on early Compromat though. We would have gotten like 2, 3. We'd also would have had to use our crew in a weird way that maybe I didn't want to, so I'm not 100% sure. Elio, okay, this is gonna be interesting. Elio is gonna be really interesting. I liked playing Vic into Elio at an early meta. Thanks, you too. We have Ice Destruction, which is good into Elio. This hand is fine. Ice Destruction is really good. We can face check generally into most ice, so we should be able to get a DreamNet clean getaway. The thing is, like, if you can't run, things are bad. But this is the sort of Glacier deck, not like did he mull? He kept an open with Spin Doctor. Okay, on say nice. The first run where we had 4 leech counters instead if they res will trash 100% been a Compromat. If it was an Event Horizon, we'd be cooked, but I don't know if you put Event Horizon on R&D. I could see it. Shit, you have to click for credit? I feel so bad. I wonder if we're not meant to clean getaway then. Yeah, I don't think we clean getaway. I think we just run. Who cares about this clean getaway? We'll get it later. I'm gonna start with archives just to get some info. Wow, easy. Okay, because now we can clean getaway. There was no reason to click for credit. So we can clean getaway R&D. Most of the agendas should be in there. We can just do, unfortunately, open market. Probably not class act. We've already drawn this turn anyways, so maybe that's okay. Sleipnir, we had to click left, which is good. And we'll pass. Combating Trash and Event Horizon tech is also good. I mean, but like, we're so good into Event Horizon with like all our cards deal with Event Horizon. So this being a humanoid is the worst case. At a minimum, we can run archives for a card and a credit, which is really good. Matrixco, he needs to ice that up. But I could see us face checking into this. If it's a Sleipnir, it doesn't have a lot of text, so we'll force a Sleipnir res. If it's an MIC, that's like the worst case, but we can still just run archives. Yeah, this is fine. It doesn't have a lot of text. Humanoid can fire though. 1 more card in hand for humanoid's not amazing for us. But I think we just run archives, install classic, but first we'll top deck a Sure Gamble. Never mind. We tried. We want our leeches ASAP. Probably should draw here actually before we did that. Whatever. Okay, good. Wolverine next. I did bottom up design. You may like him. His permanent claws give him an amplify icon and piercing versus damage characters. He heals double the stage number at the end. So the villain has amplify? Can we open into class with clean on next turn? I think we could have. I wanted to run R&D though. It's relatively okay. The issue is like I haven't played against Elio in a while, and a lot of them are still on like 7-8 agendas, so like single axes are not that great. Okay, so it was a humanoid, so we did not see a res on Inertia. We could crack the server. The Shibboleth is not terrible, but we also could do like Leech, run Archives, and then Shibboleth the remote server break for 2 to 3. The thing is, like, if we bravado it, we won't have enough money to interact. But I could see us doing Leech Archives. Puts us on a lot of cards in hand. I don't know if we have to run the remote server. Like, what is the remote server probably here? Like, Leech is good. Shibboleth is good. Breaking this saves 2 cards with a Leech, so it's almost always worth it. So we can do Leech, run Archives. That puts us still at 7 cards in hand. If we install this, we're on 6. We bravado, we're on 3. We break the Sleipnir, we can't trash anything. Agenda Mercer with no ice in hand? I don't know. That seems really strange. Matrixo kept. I don't think it can be that bad. We might just take a turn off here, do Leech, run Archives, install 2 breakers, especially our cheap breakers, like Revolver Shib. Nice, that's good. That's a really good top deck. So here we won't show breakers, but I think we can show Revolver. It's the only one we need in Panic Face check, but I don't want to show the Code Gate Breaker. Oh, discard. Yeah. That card will be good, though. Trank into another humanoid. That's brutal. I rate Leech, Revolver, Bravado, and then if they go poor Resin Compromat, I threw out the Compromat, which might be wrong. But here we want to run HQ. There's probably one agenda in HQ. They just discarded at the end of the turn after drawing on Trank? No. They just discarded. So like maybe it's a Spin Doctor. We always want to run Archives anyways, but I could see us now doing like run Archives. What end the run are they playing that's on HQ? It's like probably a Brawn. And if it's a Brawn, we're not going to break it anyways. So I think we can do run Archive, Shibboleth, Bravado HQ. We want to get a Hermes too sooner or later. I'll take the cast right now. They threw out a Petty Cash. Makes a lot of sense. They could have played it, but they had a hedge fund, so why? We can end with the daily cast depending on how this goes. We have to be aggressive here because we don't have Hermes. It's a drafter. Perfect. Hate this card. Every deck, literally out of all the games we played in this whole week, I think every deck we've been playing against is a Myoshu deck. I mean, it's really capturing people. Like, people want to play it. Maybe we shouldn't be worried about it because it's probably a brick. But yeah, I mean, win in 2 scores, I guess. Is that the dream? Some of Myoshu actually end up being good. It hasn't competitively been good yet, but it's been all right. But again, like, oh, that's fine. Really wanted Hermes here, though. So send a message and added it to bottom of R&D. So we want to find a shuffle effect. Okay, I think we always run Archives because it's just better than drawing. Myoshu's a bit of a JNet card. Yeah, I think it's a card that's fun. Like, people want to play it. Sure Gamble or Bravado. Bravado, we could have actually used a Leech to save 2 credits. It was probably worth it to use 2 Leech counters. I think we always want to crew Biroids. But we could Bravado R&D. We haven't found a Hermes yet. We can't install that until we saw our Kurapira. But this is a soft HQ. Why not transfer there? Oh my god, I forgot we had a transfer. It's been in our hand the whole time. Yeah, we should transfer here, 100%. It was just in our hand for such a long time. I did not recognize those in our hand anymore. The Leech counters are probably a bit better than this. Nice. No Hermes, though. 1 point. And then we'll Vic away. Okay. All right. So let's see if they have something for the remote server. This has to be something big. They're on Vulture Fund? Holy shit. Yeah, I guess they need big money. Whoa, we love bad publicity. So the Leech counters do go good into this remote server. So I want to do Kurapira run the remote server. We could do Kurapira Archives run the remote server. That's a bit fine. 4 Leech counters, I mean, maybe matters. This is bad into, I don't know. Boomy, okay, so if they trash it, that's acceptable. We'll use the rest of our breaker here. I'm not going to counter that. So if they crack the Boomy, we can just run back for sure. Unless it's the 5-3. We want them to shuffle for sure. -1. We actually can break not all of these because if they shuffle, it's really bad for them. So you want to let them have the ability to shuffle and mess up. Because they put a 5-3 on the bottom of the deck. Shuffle all you want. They shuffled. That's sick. They just undid their Let Them Dream. I think we're into that. So let's see if they crack the Boom. If they do, we just run back because we know that this is worth something. Yeah, for sure. I see you realized what happened. Yeah, we're just talking about that. Like, that's a bad shuffle usually. Yeah. How do we undo that? Undo, we'll just do undo, run. That's so funny. Wait a second. That was my mistake. Yeah, we'll definitely let that back. That's really funny. So the revolver lets us break Boomy once. We can always take a core damage or click. So leech, shib. So there's still 3 points out of the game that they didn't shuffle. So we've seen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. There's only like not that many points left in the game. Melias? Wow, they gave us the Melias? So we're technically on game point. So they're on all 5-3s and Let Them Dreams. The Tranquility Grid is always worth trashing if you have any amount of money. That card is really good. Now, their money is good, but we have bad publicity. So we really need to get the Wake down. This hand is acceptable to install Wake, but probably we'll do Class Act into Wake. I know we're an Ice Destruction deck, but we have 2 more crews and we have a Praxis. Well, actually, no, we pretty should install the Wake. We can't break the drafter reasonably. We need to find our 1 Carmen. They did not jam, so we have a turn off. Card in Archives, that's perfect. We could run R&D. They didn't res us last time, right? But if it's a drafter, it's kind of bad. I think we just do second leech. Oh yeah, no console, sorry. We need some stuff. Okay, we already have a daily class act. They can't really purge? Oh, that's perfect. Okay. We're gonna blast this drafter? Yeah, maybe. The thing is, like, I really just want to crew this, but like Wake, we should just open up HQ. Like, Nykride's right. This feels like the old school criminal where it's like find the server that's weak and capitalize on it. Right now it's Archives, and we're getting so much value off the Archives run. A leech counter, a card draw, and a credit is so good. So if they don't jam, and they probably should, because this is going to be a Brawn or something, we can do Docklands, or more accurately, like Wake run HQ. Wake crew run HQ. So a Seamless is not here. Yeah, we do need to trash the drafter for the Wake, because we need to see a lot of cards to get lucky. They still haven't shuffled. Okay, 18 credits is good. Cards that we care about in our hand. A crew. And we'll just hit this. Hopefully it hits the Compromat and the open market of the daily casts. It hit the crew and the open market. I mean, not the best. We'll run HQ. We could Docklands first, but then we can't steal Melias, so I'm not going to take that risk. Now they have another issue to deal with, so they can't just score what's in the remote server. I keep forgetting that we don't take a tag from that. We could have taken a tag. I mean, transfer is really good. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I know what you're saying. I know what chat is saying. I'm not going to look at chat. I'm not going to look at chat. Okay, chat was saying that? Yeah, chat was saying that. My bad. I needed to play that. I meant to play that. Technically we saw the cards off the top of the deck, so what we did is actually not correct. Like, you shouldn't do that, but like, it obviously we're meant to play this. My bad. Okay. Okay, so now we have transfer, which we can float a click, last click, which I don't think we want to. Taking their money way matters. They have a Myoshu in hand. I think I'm just gonna keep the clean. No, we'll take the transfer next turn. He's gonna go through. Stop it, Myoshu. So we can run back. I mean, we can only steal Let Them Dream or send a message. They're on 49, so they're on 20 points. So they're on 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's another 2-pointer in here. We now have 2 bad publicity, which is really good. We can install Slow Econ, or we can just touch cards to get leech counters. Leech counters are worth a lot, and Wake. Yeah, we have Wake. This is worth a lot. Seamless. Okay, so they could score out here. No Hermes yet. Humanoid, okay, so they might have more agendas than they can deal with. This is actually pretty good. Yeah, I forgot we had a Wake on the table. That was a long turn of many mistakes. So unfortunately, we only have 1 more crew, and we have a Bocklin, but we want to de-res this Ice for sure. Okay, they have Seamless in hand. We could just go straight transfer, but then they'll just trade the thing for it. So I think we'll just run and see what happens. Again, we have 2 bad publicity and leech counters. This cannot cost us a lot of money. Okay, I forgot about that one. We could double click. It's fine. Trash and install program matters. Doing core damage does matter. Our hand is actually pretty good. So I'm going to throw the thing at it. We'll break the trash and then we'll click the core. Usually I take the core here. But we do want to destroy this. Take the core now. Our hand's actually really good. Stop it. Always happens. So we have 1 Carmen in the list. So I think we just do open market Nuka. They could score out here. I can't believe we haven't found a Hermes, but we need to find our Carmen for sure. Start watching chat. How did Andre compromise an uniced HQ? Oh, we destroyed the ice. If they can't derez it if it's not there. Adam, how's it going? So you actually can technically, like, if the ice is derezed or destroyed, they can't derez it, so it's just guaranteed. It's a really cool combination. So as the Trank, they pushed 1 card in Archives, but they drew a lot last turn. And the bottom of R&D, again, we're playing against a deck with 3 fewer points in it. We should translate the Wake into R&D sooner than later. We've seen 2 Boomies and a Drafter, so the Sentry risk on R&D is pretty low. If we have a Hermes there, this blows it open. But wait, can we just not run the remote server? How many motions have you accessed in HT tonight? Like 8. It's the most common card I play at any point in JNet. So, okay, so the only thing in the server that this makes sense is that this is a Brawn. If this is a Brawn, okay, so they could win next turn. This is what I don't get. Like, this is why we're going to lose the Myoshu again, is they can do seamless Myoshu, we lose. So if we res this and it's a Brawn, they're down to 12 credits. If they're down to 12 credits, they can do seamless Myoshu. I hate Myoshu so much. So if we run this, they res the Brawn, then we have to break it. We have to, like, technically we have to click through Boomy, take the core damage, then we go through the Sleipnir, then they end the run, we have to go back. Probably we have to run, so we do run, break the Brawn, click through Boomy, take the core damage, break Sleipnir, we run back, we run, we break Brawn. Yeah, we're okay. I think we just have to challenge running this twice. Odds of 3rd seamless are not high. You're right, it would have to be 3rd seamless. Oh, it could be train. Yeah, train with the click back also makes this cheaper. I think we just have to run this first click and see if it's a Brawn or not. If it's an MIC, like, Shibboleth got a lot worse actually. But we have bad publicity. Like, running back is not as expensive as running. Like, they're the same. Yeah, the bad publicity makes this a lot easier. Sleipnir. Oh, wait. This is mathable. So the breakpoints, we'll spend 1, 2, 1. Just end the run. You can draw a card. Some of these decks actually do play 1 Charlotte, no joke. So we need to have a click left. We're going to have to click run back. So we click this once, trash a program, and they chorus. I'm stupid. Oh, sorry to hear that. That sounded sarcastic, but, like, yeah, that always feels bad. I've been there. Man, the bad publicity is good. With 1 subroutine Sleipnir, the cost makes sense. So they have to Boomy us, and then we just run back. And then we have a click to deal with everything. Yeah, I think that's it. Good game. God, the leech is so good. That was a low-key sick roast. It sounded so bad. I said it. I just feel like I've been in that situation. And now the problem is, like, also this run takes forever. So you have to sit there for a while and, like, be like, I made a mistake. Finally, Hermes. Yeah, we have the click left. Perfect. Hey, GG. That was a fun one. You have the Myoshu score this turn, right? Do you have the 2nd seamless? Damn, that's what I mean, is, like, I'm so, I really don't like it. Yeah, okay. They just jam and you're suddenly like, wait, that's game point. Because, yeah, they can just do Melius into that. And we have so few points. Oh, right. You don't need it. You just, of course we knew that. Yeah, so they just seamless Melius score it. Yeah, so they can do it. They could put a rhyme there. Rhyme there hurts. It hurts a bit. It costs us an extra 2 credits. I don't actually think the rhyme matters. Yeah, I think the rhyme doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. You only need 1 seamless because you get to click back for the 5-3. Yeah, I thought it was Bran. I thought it would be Bran. Yeah, Braun, I think is still okay, but it's a lot more expensive than Sleipnir that we break for 3. Beans. Yeah, no Mersh all game. Feels good. Feels good on the runner side. Hey, choose. Yeah, Matrixo is really cool. Brings like really interesting decks to events. That's good. Also need some time making enough money to run Myoshu during which time we got to 7. I mean, we got to 4. This was like I would say maybe an unforced error. Like the play that Matrixo played lost to board state. Like playing no other cards, we were able to contest that. Now sometimes you do make that play because they assume that you don't make that play if you know the play, all that sort of stuff. Technically here, the things like the Boomy on HQ is really good. It was better than the drafter because we can't just transfer it. But worst comes to worst, we run R&D. And then like hopefully we see enough points. And this is unlikely to be a Sentry. So maybe we can see 3 cards. The thing is like 4 cards. We know that there's 3 points out of the game. So we have to hit the last Melies or the last maybe 2-pointer, but the 2-pointer doesn't win. It's like really hard for us to win unless we win on the remote. I think 10 crits is approximately 1 turn's worth of tempo. Yeah, that's like the thing when it comes to Myoshu. It's like, it's one thing to be like, oh, could have been a 5-3, I guess. But I mean, if you have a window, that window, like you win from only needing 2 windows. Usually as a corporation, you win by needing 3 windows. Here you win off 2 windows. Maybe the window comes later, sure. And maybe the runner can like deal with the window. You give them more time, but it's just 2 windows wins the game, right? Like never advance with enough seamless in hand is 5 points. That's bizarre. I do not care for that. All right, 44 cards, BTL. It's been a minute since I played against a BTL. There's a couple BTLs that are doing pretty well. Our hand is mostly econ. We have the crew. Thanks, you too. She mulled. We don't have any card draw in our hand. As much as like it's raw money, I want a mulligan for card draw. DreamNet, Clean Getaway, Opening, Waken Plant, Shibboleth. Seems good. Shibboleth does with Messna Chesvo, but we'll see how she spends her influence. Train PD wins off 1 window. I mean, yeah, sure. I don't disagree with you. All right, mulligan into spin. Let's see if she can find ice for HQ. Otherwise, the transfer that we don't have goes so hard. Okay, she has it. So we don't really need to contest the spin doctor. Technically, in Wayland, it's worth something because of slash and burn. But I don't know in BTL if you're always playing slash and burn. You actually could play Myoshu in the combo, but you need to put a 5-3 on the table. And at that point, like, it's just Neurospike. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to DreamNet, run R&D, and we're going to keep the gateway for another turn. The getaway, excuse me. I don't know why I wanted to play this on turn 1. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Measured, we don't care for the first measured. We're not going to go to 0 credits. We have a perishable eye. That's fine. Hand is slightly clumsy here because we have to draw, we have to discard. We could always discard a Shibboleth. It tells your opponent we have a Shibboleth. Drawing breakers first is like the worst thing in Criminal because you can't discard them, you can't play them. Because I can't install this for 3, I can't install this for 1 because we have to clean getaway next turn. So I think we just click for a credit, throw out a Compromat. We could be risking throw out the other Shibboleth, but like we have to watch out that it's not Ice Destruction. We do have a crew though, so F it, I'll throw it out. We might be wrong. Crew. We have a Praxis that we haven't played yet. We have some good archives, resource Praxis targets. Cool, we can still get away archives. Let's see if she ices everything up. Still no PD advance, or sorry, BTL advance. Power draw, okay. So last click draw, why we call it a power draw. So generally like these ice could have been better if you draw first. So a big thing when you're getting to the game is to plan your turn. So you understand like, I want to ice this, I want to ice this. That's great. That probably makes sense, right? So you think of what's your last click and then you realize, okay, well then I can draw first and maybe she can draw into a better ice for that board state. It's a really tricky thing when you're starting the game because you generally play like 1 click at a time, but the more comfortable you are, it's like such an important thing to do. BTL doesn't run code gates. Yeah, it's like mostly Messna Chesvo, so it's not super important, but all right. I mean, this hand is bricks. We could translate to breakers, or sorry, to breakers. At least we have a Hermes, so we could do Hermes credit. That actually puts pressure on other centrals. I'm like, if I have Hermes, I don't want to face check. It's a weird thing. Like maybe she scores a green mill, but I hate letting ice rest. Every time Andre throws out a Compromat and Angel is doing, I'm holding on to 2 of these just for you. But we have no D-res, we have no ice destruction. She has 13 credits, so it's probably not worth holding on to. Make them res and Compromat when they are poor. I mean, she has to be flooded. Well, not flooded. She has to have 2 points in hand. She's drawn through 15 cards just about, maybe even 3 points. I just don't want to face check into a Winchester now that we put the Hermes down. So maybe that's on us. You can face check with no board instead of installing Hermes. Yeah. Now that we installed the Hermes, the Winchester on HQ is a bit worse for us. At least we get the sweet, sweet run. I think we Bravado server 1 now. Like maybe we get hit by a hammer, but like I love running a server where it doesn't matter with the bravado, especially a 2 ice. Because either she shows us information and like usually you don't Hermes this server, sometimes you do, but Hermes Central is usually a bit more pressure. Sick, got 4 credits. Wow, we got 8 credits. Trashing a spin doctor here. I mean, I'm not super incentivized to. I will. I think I will. Like it plays around fast advance when it comes to slash and burn. We don't know what her deck is. I won't. Whatever. We'll see if she gets us on that. That's a good top deck, I guess. Hey, Andre, hope it's been a good stream. It actually has been. I was really dreading playing the combo deck, but everyone's so nice. Ice on Archives, we're scared of that. So it's been pretty good. Compromise the server. Okay, single advance. Okay. So we can't break barriers. The thing that we probably have to break here is barriers. We could try and get into HQ and see if we can get a Hermes bounce here. Single advance, which means I'm not sure exactly what it could be. 5-3, she needs support. 4-2, there's not a lot in Wayland that you play. Myoshu incoming. I'm okay if it's a Myoshu on the first agenda going down to 0. But we want to run with DreamNet, so I can see us running archives here. Like Carmen, we want to make a run. Maybe we should have put the Carmen down while we could have, because then we can actually like face check into a much cheaper. Technically, if we don't play it, it's really cheap to run into an event horizon. But I guess we could run archives and see what happens. Like we don't need this archives ice to be bounced to Hermes. We just want her to spend money on this, I guess. Like worst case is a Maskarovka. She reses it for functionally 1. Okay, that's also not good. It's less bad as Maskarovka. She reses it for 2. But actually, no, she advances the card in serve 1. That's actually a fair bit worse because now she can score out a 5-3. We can't really put a breaker here because this can be an SDS, but she advanced ice, not the card. So this looks like a Charlotte, right? That looks like a Charlotte for sure. Yeah, now it's not a 50-50 Charlotte. I would say that's 100 Charlotte, unless she's worried. So this card has to be advanceable? No, any installed card. Okay. Ugly draw here. Man, these compromates are bricks. Okay, at least we can throw that out. So I guess we're just gonna put down the Shibboleth. Let's see if it's an SDS. Yeah, it's a Charlotte. We need to deal with that. And we have no pinhole, so we have to just like run it. Not that there's any pinhole server here. So at this point, she's drawn through, hasn't used a spin doctor. She over installed it, which is great. And she's drawn through, what is it now? Oh, now it's 15 cards, right? She's a 44 card deck. So she has to have agendas in hand. Upgrade, not super common. Could be the one that searches for a Myoshu. That is usually what it is these days. Revolver would be good. Come on. This is very expensive. It's 5 to break what's it called? A Winchester. Let's see what she has here. I guess she could just res a big snake and or sorry, a big lizard and then 2-4. We can perfectly break it. We could have hard transferred here. Yeah, wow. Okay, so we have exactly 7 credits. She still has 3 more with Charlotte, so we want to face check R&D. But man, okay, so we have to destroy this. We are getting so like just shut out here. She's doing the best job shutting us out. So we shouldn't let that fire. Trash 1 installed program is pretty bad. Trash 1 installed resource is not good. End the run is acceptable. We can pay 1 credit to get a credit back though, so I guess we will. And then Hermes could technically open up something. We want to Hermes this ice. Seamless. Hate to see that. Okay. Man, she's like her slow play locking us out is good. If we compromise, we would have lost the game. Yeah, we would have lost the game if we compromised. Was people asking me to compromise HQ? Because there's no shot I'm doing that. Because it was it's a Maskarovka. It's useless. If it's an Afshar, it's not useful. Compromise R&D now? She has 6 credits. She has a Charlotte, so I don't know if we want to. Literally, actually, we can't. But I think we'll just put this down and then just pass. I would not have been poor because I already would have had bad pub. Respect. I don't know if we can generate enough economy if we're not running. I don't want to run this because it has an advancement on it. She advanced this. But yeah, we are going to slowly get locked out. So we need to, like, the thing is because we don't have Devil Charm, R&D Ice, or sorry, Upgrade. I don't know what that is. Like, Isaac? Like maybe, I think if it is an Isaac. Wow, okay. Like, we're cooked. 8 strength Bioac, we can't deal with that. But like we don't have Devil Charm, so like we have to snowball, and unfortunately this is not a snowball board state. Or at least the way that we played that did not keep up with a snowball. So like she's charlotting every turn. I think like, do we scoop? The only server that was weak here is Aket. So I think we actually might just do credit, compromat Aket. It uses a crew on Aket, which is bad, but it opens up archives. Lotus Hates fires Isaac? Oh yeah, it's when this upgrade moves. Yeah. That's sick. That's really fun. So we actually could compromat the Aket. It puts us down to 1 credit. I mean, we have to open up a server. We have to find the weakest link here. This seems like the weakest link. Which, like, that's what Nykride said. Find the weakest server, run the weakest server. The thing is, like, she is drawing with Charlotte, so she should have the money to patch this hole. So nothing to derez. We get the bad publicity. We get a credit. We'll just Vic. And we are bankrupt. I mean, I don't think the transfer is going to connect in a while. 8 strength BOAC is pretty good. Maybe we should believe in ourselves. Alternate would be forcing the Messney Res and Charlotte pop. Yeah, but it can be like really, really bad. Like it could be an Stavka. It could be not super likely. It could be a hammer. Fuck yeah. This probably wasn't worth it. I think we could have seen this coming. Maybe she's only on 2. Like she could be playing like Baserton style, like only 6 3-pointers, which that's really quite bad for us. And then again, she is going to be another Mioshu deck. I honestly think every single deck we played against this whole week has been a Mioshu deck on the corp side. Literally 100% hit rate. Because there's no doubt that this is not a Mioshu deck. I'm just trying to shoot gamble on 4. Shut up. Yeah, we're getting absolutely stonewalled here. This is where you need a Devil Charm. VOAC on HQ is good. She did also pay 14 for this, and she's still in a good spot with Charlotte. I don't know if we have enough. Yeah, Miami brain for sure. I don't know if we have enough multi-access. I mean, that's something. We can do draw, gamble, casts. Okay. So every week is Mioshu's miss. Oh my god. At least the games are over. But if she's only playing 5 threes. Oh no, actually 5 threes with Mioshu works because you win on 2 scores. Yeah, it's still fine. But like the Charlotte need to be pinholed on the turn that we blew open archives. Okay, so she's pushing. She has a Seamless in hand. So she can score an SDS, and then we lose one of our breakers. This is our last Shibboleth. So the only thing that we can do here is get a Hermes. So we can hope this is not a barrier. There's a chance it's a mess in a chest foe, but usually these are advanceable barriers. If we draw once, we could find a Kurapir. If we install a Kurapir, we go down to 5. And then if we run this, there's a lot of barriers we can't break. 5. No, we could break some of them. We can't break, I don't think, Logjam. Turn cards, corpse are more fun. We only need to score 2 agendas. No, but the game's less fun. We need to score 2 agendas. For the runner. Oh, we have bad pub too. We can draw for Kurapira. No, whatever. We have to run R&D for a bounce. Hate that this ice is getting rezzed. It's a Shylender. Okay, that's acceptable. So if we want to break this, it is 2, 3, 4. We can take the net damage. They can place an advancement. We might as well pay 3 to not lose 2. But if we pay 2, oh, it's bad publicity. So we can technically play 2 to prevent 2. So, I mean, then we can't trash. We're going to lose 2 anyways. Oh, but you can't lose bad publicity, right? That change actually matters. So we should break this. Or it's basically breaking this is free. The 2, 1 net damage. If it hits the daily cast for sad, most of the other cards in our hand don't matter. I'll pay a credit. You can get an advancement. If it's an SDS, this sucks too, because it's our last Shibboleth and our last Carmen. Or not our last Carmen, our only Carmen. We have another killer, but like we are not interacting with SDS until we have our leech. But at least we found a soft server. Yeah, no worries. It did take us like a minute to break that ice. Breaking advance seems important? I don't know. I mean, for credit, probably. It went on ice. Like, we're not going to run that server. Spin? That's fine. All right, if it's an SDS, we were pretty cooked because the only way we can get our Shibboleth back. Can she double Mioshu and we lose? Oh, it's Basalt. I guess on that turn, that was maybe a bad turn to do that because we're going to open things up. I guess we'll open up archives. Imagine she just like double Mioshu there and won. Like there was a board state where she advanced that. Seamless. No, it's hard. Yeah, at least we open up archives, but maybe running R&D on the turn that she's going to score was wrong. Okay, so she discards cards. We know she has a spin in hand. We can just run archives. The Shylander's eventually getting advanced. Eventually you can't, you just get free advancements, yeah. She threw out a Measured, which is kind of surprising, and the Spin Doctor. She threw out a Spin Doctor early, and we're not on a threat yet, but she has a Basalt. So we need a Leech like a year ago. Our money's actually pretty good. So we want to Bravado the Shylendra. It's like, we probably should be drawing. She wants to install on the remote server she can, but she also needs to put Ice here, and she should have Ice here. But like, if we Bravado Shylendra, again, Shylendra we have bad publicity, so we break it for... Again, I think we can take the net damage. So we break for 2, Bravado gives us 4. It's like, okay, maybe we should just cash this in while we can. We really need a Leech. Whatever she advances will probably bounce with Hermes. She advanced the Shylendra, I think. Mesnik, good to know, I guess. Yeah, now the Shylendra has like whatever horrid text existed at the time, which says you just get free advancements. Joy. Keep drawing. Transfers kind of hard. Not impossible. I think this was, I can't tell if this was advanced. There's a really like annoying thing that I wish the game had a flat rule about this, is that you just can't advance cards that don't have the, can't be advanced text. Because we have to pay a lot of attention whether this was advanced through Isaac, was it advanced through Shylendra, was it advanced through basic action, because it tells you so much about what the ice can be. It's really hard to do that constantly. Like we have to attach notes to which card was advanced which way. And if it was advanced one way, but then advanced another way, that's another note, technically deleting the first note. You're only breaking to lose 2. You should just lose 2. The way you keep the bad pub for the access. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. Let's see what happens here. If she scores a green mail, like we're in bad spot for Measured, but she did throw out a Measured, so maybe her hand is cooked. At this point, she's drawn half her deck. We've only seen 3 points, so her hand is probably not in a good spot. But now we lose to Myoshu. This server is probably something bad into Event Horizons, my guess. And then, of course, there's an upgrade, which I couldn't tell you what it is. It's probably like maybe a Malapert. And then with Malapert, she can just get the Myoshu if she doesn't have it. But if it was a Malapert, she probably would have rezzed it, wouldn't she? Maybe on the Basalt, you don't need it. So maybe it's just like a Managarm. All right. We have to get a bounce. We probably should break the advancement here, because then she doesn't need a Seamless to Myoshu. The only card we care about in our hand is a Class Act. We'll take a 20% chance. That's fine. We need a bounce here, but she might be only on 6 agendas. Pharos, no good. Leech is good, though. Leech actually saves a fair bit, but we need to find a Kurapira. Yeah, so this deck doesn't have a lot of draw. If we're not firing DreamNet every turn, which we haven't been for a wee bit, we don't get our cards fast enough, because we're only on a single Nuka, right? So on 21 credits, there's no good reason to run this. Like, this is probably, we saw Pharos at some point. I'm assuming she's on a multiple, so we'll just put this down. And probably actually need a draw first, so bad ordering, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, this, bummer. Basalt for Seamless? So it's Seamless Myoshu. Oh, just Seamless score. Right. Right. So now we have to play around triple Measured. I think we have to open up HQ here, because that's where the points are. We did unfortunately lose our transfer, which we actually would have played. So I think we just do Docklands run HQ. Advanced remote outermost inside the innermost. BOAC for 8. Does that hit breakpoints? So we get to 5, 8. No, it hits no breakpoint. So this Isaac was not actually worth moving. So I think we do Docklands Leech run HQ. The transfer would have been really good here. Shame we lost at 1 and 5. Why didn't they use the Shylender to counter advance the Basalt? I broke it. You're right. They could have. Yeah, she could have advanced with this. I'm not sure what she advanced because we didn't break on the on and counter sub. Yeah, I forgot about the on and counter too. We could compromise HQ. We could just lose to green mail at any point. So run a server protected by ice. When the run ends, the success will get the corp 1 bad bliss unless they derez. I mean, this is the time to do it. At this point, we can't really play around Measured anymore because we just lose to green mail. But we have to play around like triple Measured all the time, which I don't know if we're going to be able to do. At least we can install another Class Act. So we break for 6. Okay. Measured. Trashing the second Isaac's not worth anything. Trashing the measured actually might not be worth anything because she has 2 basalt tokens. The Isaac's probably worth something, but I guess we can do this because we go down to 5. We sure gamble to 9. So she needs a lot to hit us with all of this. But with like 3 basalt counters, trashing the measured actually doesn't matter. Right? Because if we trash the measured, she can just grab the measured twice next turn. She can do grab it now, play it again, play it again. So yeah, there's no reason to trash the measured in hindsight. Yeah, I'm thinking of not trashing it. Trashing Res Isaac is important. I mean, there's a chance that we just go to 16 credits here. The problem is we can't. We're going to be at 15. So the only play we have, I think, is like not trash this and play Class Act. Can I untrash it? The best we can do is play Class Act. Want to grab it back? Actually, I don't even know if that's good enough. Compromat to force a spark to D-res? We did, but the compromat was actually a big mistake. The compromat cost us the game on this turn. Because now we're not going to have enough credits to survive triple measured. Yeah, see, we got a bad publicity, but it didn't matter. The compromat was straight wrong. Because we would have been on 12 credits, we could have sure gambled to 16, and we could survive triple measured. Because we would have pay 8, lose 4. Or pay 8, lose 4. Yeah, so the compromat cost us the game. That's on me. So what can we do? We can only see a single in R&D. She add the measured back, okay. So we install the Class Act, we go to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So we still died to triple measured anyways. Yeah, we're dead anyway. 100% the compromat was straight wrong. If we didn't play the compromat, we would have done install Class Act. And we would have been on 8 credits. Yeah. So we were going to be okay if we didn't play that compromat. Yeah, so we go to 14, that's not enough. I guess we'll just do this and hope that she messes the math up. Classic doesn't save us. No, we need 2 more credits because we still died to triple measured. Sure gamble Classic, not enough clicks. Not much saves us. Yeah, being on 16 saves us. If you didn't compromat, we would have been on an 8 here. We would have survived. Oh, she has a green mail anyways. GG. Was that in hand? Also, are you on Miyoshu? She must be. Yeah, we just got locked out, which like, yeah, against this. So it was in hand. So we could have got the bounce. Didn't really matter that much. Get out. All right. The only deck that we lost to didn't have Miyoshu in it. So let that tell you something. Oh, okay, cool. Who was scared of that for sure? Got locked out really hard. Could not get rolling. Yeah, so no matter what, if even we didn't play the compromise, she had it there. So we saw half the hand, which is pretty good. If we stole the green mail, like I think we still die. But we could maybe done a bounce and like, I don't know, we have to touch a lot. I'm assuming she's not on a lot of points. Like she's probably on Basalts, SDSs, and green mails, maybe on no 2-pointers. But like, yeah, 40 card decks. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I could believe it. Yeah, your Archives Ice was really good. Yeah, of course. The person who hates Hermes the most is the person who advances Ice. And like, I hate advanceable Ice. So yeah, I'm going to play Hermes for sure. Thanks for the game. Okay, 11:30. We can do one more. Oh, 100%. Yeah, none of our other opponents like iced archives. And maybe they couldn't, but like it turns out Fleet's DreamNet, it's like so important you ice archives. Hey, cheers. Cool. Yeah. Charlotte didn't get contested. She ran away with it for sure. Well played. Let's do one more. These have been fun though. Like that one was obviously the least fun because we're not doing things. So maybe like we have to figure out how to play from that position. We did draw weird where we ended up drawing, I think, 3 breakers in our first 7 cards, which like it's not great. I think that is an issue with Criminal. There is already an argument to like, I think Jeff has been saying this, to play like the cheap Fractor and just get it down. It's just so you can run. And like maybe, yeah, just to get it on the table is like worth something. But yeah, maybe we should just have face checked into HQ without anything installed. And then like, I think on turn 1, she actually couldn't have rezzed HQ because it was like immediately the Biowac. So we maybe could have got in there, but it was wild that we went that far through the deck and we only saw 7 points. Admittedly, the deck's only on 18, but yeah, we literally saw no agendas on any of our runs. It's 11:30. So one of the weird things that's happening with the space, and I don't remember that being this bad in August. It's currently 28 degrees Celsius in this room. I have a fan on me, and it's just like the lights and the computer. It's not that hot outside, but it's currently 82 in here. Like, yeah, it's not gonna be sustainable. Like, what happens in the summer? The air conditioning is in another room, but like, I can't. I don't know what to do. I'm worried. Like right now, Weather Network Montreal, it's like not that hot out. It's 22 right now, but it's 28 in here. It's really, really, really hot. Yeah, so that's only gonna get worse through the summer. So you're gonna see me slowly melt. But the later the stream goes, the warmer it gets for sure. I need to stream with that door open. Hey, thumbs. Andre, a nice cooling evening for me, 28. Look, man, it does get hotter than here, that's for sure. But like you have air conditioning in most places you go. I don't have air conditioning here. Oh, it's PD. I'm assuming it's combo. Hey, thanks. You too. Like Decklist the week, I guess. We have no card draw. We have double crew and leech. But I think the thing that we want to mulligan for is DreamNet for sure. That seems great. Hermes, sure, gamble, DreamNet. We definitely want Hermes as one of the most supported cards if this is like, you know, Decklist combo. Trash All Ice, you're right. Actually, Trash All Ice is a unique thing that we could have done. Use a Hall of Fans from the AC unit in the living room. Yeah, you're right. They only have 10 ice. Trashing ice actually would have been reasonable. But this is pretty good. We could do sure gamble, Hermes, DreamNet, just poke HQ. We have our Shibboleth, which is like the breaker you want once they ban Drafter, of course. Lost My Thumbs has a Rashida on the keep. Yeah, makes sense. Cool. AC might be worth investment if you can tank the bill. I'm so spoiled. It needs to be like 65. We do have AC built into the house. It's just like in the main room, which means I have to keep the door open, which for my partner, it's not super sustainable all the time. Wow. Okay, so if they're playing a combo deck, putting 2 ice on centrals is probably way too much. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be it, but like these 2 RLCs into a humanoid is a bit suspicious. But like in this matchup, you cannot ice both centrals. You just do not have enough ice to make the combo. So it's still good against us because they like stopped a easy DreamNet, but we still get an easy DreamNet, not the best DreamNet, and we can get a Hermes down. We technically don't need a Hermes right away, so I guess we do just draw deeper. On 6 credits, we could face check. If it's a drafter, it's really quite bad. We don't have a lot of card draw. Double Shibboleth, whatever. Need some airflow management, point a fan out 1 window, hopefully cool air. I'm worried about keeping the window open though, because I'm in a residential area and it's late. And I think if I talk at this volume, they'll hear it outside. So I'm worried about that. I'm a bit better at doing it during the day. Okay, so face check into draft or lose? Question mark. If we install the Shibboleth, we have to break for 2 or 3. I mean, I think we do it. We get 1 credit back for running this if we make a successful run. But if it's a drafter, like, I guess we're not super cooked because it's not fully op, but an RLC back and a humanoid install is like still pretty good. Hard drop the Shibboleth. It's an Event Horizon. Okay, so this is Glacier. Oh, fuck. Installing a breaker into Event Horizon is so bad because we have to lose this unless we pay 3. I think I'm going to pay 3 to end the run and just eat the Shibboleth. We have another Shibboleth. It's so funny. So we're going to break. Oh, sorry. Oh, never mind. It has to fire. I thought we had to use text. All good. So we're going to let this get trashed for 3. We have a second one. I mean, installing it is like 2 credits, and then we're going to pay 3 because we get a credit back if they pop the Event Horizon. But I do think this is just like PD Glacier. Actually, no, some version of the combo, are they on Event Horizon? No, because if this trashes, you don't have a server. It's a Managarm. They didn't res it. I don't think we can afford to do this. It technically blocks transfer, though. Bachlin's really good in the Event Horizon. Bachlin's 2. I thought Backlin cost 1. So if we trash this, we go down to 1 credit. We have no money in our hand, but that will be annoying later, especially with this combination. And it's a card in a server for fully op. This looks like Reg PD. For 2 credits, we could technically check HQ here. They probably have points. On 2 credits, the only ice they can res is an ablative, which is not useful. If they res a white space, we lose 1 credit. It's fine. Yeah, good. Cool. So if they are a Cursed Agenda Suite, it sucks that we don't have Hermes down, but I'll take 3 points. Just send a transfer. Honestly, just send a transfer would be probably fine because they can't res, and a 2 credit transfer is just as bad as good as a 3 credit transfer. I actually would have liked the transfer there. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, especially because we trust a 2-coster. We should have transferred to come back because now they can click for credits. Yeah, I regret not transferring on 2 because it's very unlikely they can res this. And if they res this, we've done what we wanted to do. Do you think this is a combo deck on Event Horizon and Managarm? Like we're already in a weird direction. Yeah, I would be surprised. Getaway is good. That's a bounce back. So we don't know what this is. We could do credit Hermes. Then we could do credit Getaway. I mean, we're not doing that much else. We always can check this for 3 credits. Technically, this is like a good Compromat server. Like if we top deck a Compromat, we'd probably play it. Yeah, Event Horizon like doesn't make sense in the combo because it destroys a server. And if you don't have a server, you don't have a combo, right? Like you want to keep your servers. Yeah, this is probably like, this is the one of the other lists I think that was playing Synclo Cyclotron and like 3 corporate hospitalities. I think that was a list that was also played at one event this weekend. All right, there are 9 credits. I keep clicking for credit to do this play. It's probably not right. I think you just like make a basic run anyways. I think we Compromat server too. Right? Like, I don't think we Bocklin it, but I think we Compromat the Event Horizon. Because if they lose 4 credits, it's pretty bad. And we're going to spend 5 credits on this, but we'll get a credit back. But we've already DreamNetted, so maybe not. Do you think we Compromat server too? Like, is it a Tranquility? It's probably Tranquility because they threw out a Tranquility. But their hand's also probably in a weird spot if they threw out a Sleipnir. This was here last turn, I think. Yeah, so thinking. I can't tell what the board state is because I have no idea what their deck is. I have no idea what this should be. We can guarantee it with Bocklin. I think we want to get the Bocklin down. Now, like, Drafter sucks because of Tranquility and a Managarm and a YDL. Didn't they all play YDL? Oh, they did YDL, Corporate Hospitality for YDL. Ah, they're going to have infinite money. Sucks. Should have ran it. Should have believed in ourselves. We had that. That was a very easy run, I think. We could have just paid 3. That being said, we have an open HQ into transfer. They have a YDL in hand. But here we just do... This sucks. This Wake is way too expensive to fire. They just pop it. I mean, that's fine. We traded a Compromat for an Event Horizon. And then we would run back. I think we had another click. Maybe we didn't. I think we just do a transfer here. We can't do the Wake because this is our last Shibboleth. They're going to get infinite money here, but we can just touch the right cards. Nice. I mean, that technically is worse because now touching cards is harder. Transfer Wake. If it hits the Shibboleth, we're in a really bad spot. Damn, we're good. Fly Swatter, so we need the Shibboleth. I think I'm going to respect the Vic tag. They might be on, what's it called? The one that removes tags. We'll see. Praxis is okay. It gets back a breaker, actually. No, that's fine, yeah. The Praxis is actually okay. Because we could have lost a Shibboleth. Compromat server 2 now. No, we'll do it on the turn where there's something in it. We have no reason to do the Compromat unless there's something in the server. Yeah, greasing. Okay, still no breakers. I don't know if this is the core damage deck. I don't think so. They need to ice HQ. We can just run archives. Again, running archives is not great if we're going to run HQ. But they have to discard cards, and they can't really combo much here. Yeah, we luckily lost our Compromat, which is good. We don't have to worry about it. We're on threat 4. All right, they threw out cards, so running archives is a bit better here. Let's see if we find a Nightmare Archives. This probably isn't core damage. Wow, hedge fund flies. They threw out a Fly Swatter when we lost our 1 Shibboleth. That's so surprising. So we just need to find our breakers fast. Unfortunately, this deck doesn't run Mutual Favor and not Boomerang. Like, it is so draw dependent, which I do think is something you probably have to address. Like, we could do open market daily cast, but like, we need more than money here. If they push into a server, at least we have a Shibboleth, but we need a Kurapira. And we got money, but not that much else going on for us. So I think we can install the, like, I guess we install the open market because if we top deck a class act, we'd rather play that. Like, daily cast is 5 credits. This is 4 credits. Daily cast pays out 1 credit in a turn. Like, okay, that's ice. This is an easy thing for us to run. I think we Bocklin this. Like, this can't be good. Like, why would they put this on the table? Like, this is so weird. But I think we bravado this and Bocklin this. And basically, Bocklin just says, like, lose 4. The other thing is, though, we can just pay 3 for this instead. And that might be better. I could see us just paying 3 for this and not Bocklining it and keeping Bocklin for something else. This is Moonshooty. Yeah, this is definitely like a foot gun. More style. Hey, threw in cat. Yeah, exactly. We want to pop it later. So in theory, if you're going to pop this, you pop it before we pass, but after we pay. Trash program. Pay 3. So the bravado makes us more than free. We get a lot of money. It's a humanoid, easy trash. Okay, we got 1 counter. We want to get this to 3 counters. So if they res, you know, a drafter, we can just destroy it. Have to find breakers. not a breaker. We probably don't need to practice in this matchup, so I'm gonna just draw. Leech is something, but we can't install a leech with Event Horizon having text. There's no before we pass after we pay. Oh, you're right, because it's subroutines. We're not breaking. Yeah, that's actually very important. If we were breaking, we could break the subroutines and then you could fire. But because subroutines are resolving, there's no more paid abilities. Yeah, that's a subtlety with this ice, that it's not. Yeah, that you're not breaking it. I think we just do Sure Gamble throughout Praxis. Like slow economy actually might have been better there. The Sure Gamble and the daily cast are similar, but now we have more money up front to contest and pay like 8 for Manic Armor Event Horizon or whatever. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What do we do here? How many scores do we need to win? Man, I just need breakers. Cast better? It might have been better. Yeah, our liquidity is actually pretty good. So we could just do Shibboleth run this. If it's a Brawn, there's no... Oh, there is ice. But it's only code gates. Pay 6 for this? I mean, I think we do this. JNet will let you do it? Yeah, you're right. JNet will let you do it. Yeah, there's the Brawn. Okay, so we technically could click through the Brawn, but then the Event Horizon trades. We can't break this, so we can click through one. Drafter on HQ firing is not the end of the world, but if we click through both of this, they can install a card from hand or from archives. From archives, it's a Sleipnir. Sleipnir is pretty expensive because they're on threat. Fly Swatter probably won't be the res. But if they res a Sleipnir, they go down to 4. They need a score. They brought a Seamless Launch back, so they have a Seamless in hand, so this can be a score. But then, and no matter what, the Event Horizon has to fire. So I think we just click through the first. We could risky run HQ. If it's a drafter, they get back a YDL. I don't think it's that bad, but we actually might steal an agenda here. I'm going to run HQ last click. We have the Waken plan at the end of the day. So we're taking a risk here. Yeah, go Centrals for sure. It's an MIC. That's okay. We don't have to break one sub. It costs 4. Don't worry about that too much. But now they're down to 4 credits, and there's no more off-world. So if they want to trash and open up an HQ, they can. Huge run. Absurd good run. What a good run. And now we can dump 3 in R&D. But they had to have points there. Again, they've drawn through more than half their deck, and we've only seen 7 points. I guess that's kind of what you expect, because they're on 18. But their money's not there. This is hard to run, but we need to blow this up. So we can blow this up next run. I think we just blow this up, right? Imagine we had the Brawn click that could run back. Yeah. So I think we de-res this, right? Yeah, I think we do, because Bakken will hit 4, and then we can just straight de-res it, which means we don't exactly need the leech yet. The leech will be good, but I think we can just clean getaway HQ. There might be more points in hand, but like this is just valuable run. I should have asked if they had action, sorry. In theory, as soon as we encounter, we have priority, so they had to do it on approach. So technically, they did seed priority appropriately. Yeah, so that's not that bad. Man, spending 6 and then getting a D-res is so rough. Hey, GG, wow. And I do think like Central's Criminal, that should be a good matchup. But yeah, hey, thanks for the game. We had the loaded Hermes, we had the Wake, like that was working for us. We didn't have breakers, could not find breakers for the life of me. But I guess if all you need is a Shibboleth. Wild, yeah. So again, yeah, we have no mutuals. Our card draw is a bit flimsy, especially because our card draw is gated by running. If you don't find your breakers, you can't run, and then like the engine really stalls. I think we had that in the first game as well. But I could see us playing a boomerang. I could see us playing a mutual favor. But yeah, it seems like if we cannot interact with the corporation, we just can't get our DreamNet that we opened for. Hey, Wayne, hello, how's it going? It's been a minute. But we still had like the crews. We had the leech that we could have built up. I don't know if it was worth installing at that turn. I felt like we were pretty good on pressure. So maybe we didn't need it. Yeah, that was cool. That was really, really good. That was fun. That's like exactly the sort of criminal pressure that I enjoy playing. Like we have Hermes, we have a loaded Wake. Every run is pretty good. Strange draw. Yeah, I could see it. You kept into like the humanoid RLC, which seemed really good for you. But as soon as the remote server is just an event horizon, it feels pretty rough. I think there was a turn we maybe could have charged the Midnight 3 in the remote server, but like picking the Melius out of like turn 2 or turn 3 from HQ was like obviously pretty sick for us. We couldn't find breakers though. Like it was just generally hard to find breakers. Good game though. Cool. That's Nycride's list. Of course, everything that we play, the deck lists are always linked in the description. So like do grab that. Oh, I have no doubt there's a combo going on right here. Hold on. JTFQ has to be comboing Laura. Is it happening? Yeah, it's happening. Okay, we'll watch it just really quickly. We're gonna sneak in here. Probably shouldn't sneak in and bring a stream into a table that's not a streaming table. This is maybe not acceptable. I'm on stream. Is okay? Is that okay? Hold on. Okay, cool. Thanks. All right, so I guess we'll see the combo here. So we seem to be halfway through the combo turn. Even further. So like we're pretty deep in the combo turn. This is the version that JTFQ plays that's classically not on Neurospike. Curse of Summer set. So we started with a fully operational. We played a YDL. We played a red level clearance. We got a Wage Workers click. And now we're on Nano Management. So Wage Workers has fired off the operations. This is the version that wants to score 9 points. I'm not doing anything anymore. Let's hope I don't botch this. Okay. Got it down for 3 servers, we're just considering win. I mean, it seems pretty good. There's a lad here with the Anaconda and Audrey. So like against Neurospike, this deck actually is probably safe because Laura has played no, what's it called? Steel skins. So Laura probably can be up on 7 to 8 cards, no issue. So like JTFQ actually has to score 9, which luckily JTFQ's deck, the one that JTFQ brought to the last tournament, was about scoring 9. So this should be okay. Catching you live from my lunch break here in Australia. Nice to see you live. Hey, how's Friday going? Welcome. We're just shutting it down like we thought we would sign off, but we found a live game and JTFQ is comboing here, so we can get to do some commentary. Yay, floating. How's it going? Okay, so I'm assuming with 4 servers, it's going to be pretty tricky. We don't know what server 3 is. There's different cards on this list. I don't know how many cycles that it's on, but it's on all the YDLs. It's on 3 CSR campaigns. It's on 2 Calvin Baileys, I think. We have a Powers in the bin as well. There's a legendary turn where JTFQ used Wage Worker click Nano Management to purge. Oh, rad. Jeeves blushes. So JTFQ needs to basically like, I don't know how you do this. You need to score out your first 5/3 and then return this to hand, the flood. We have every card in our hand, so it's perfect. Shows every card from hand. So you can do the puzzle at home, I guess. A Blade of Calvin. So the cards that matter is a Flood, a Fully Op, which is money, Melius, red level, Send a Message, Sim Resets, all Sleipnir's top-down Wage Workers. So the top-down is lethal. You can't play that. Just FCOM internal. Yeah, FCOM is really good. Yeah, turn 1 OTK, right? JDFQ actually had technically a replay that in Eternal you could win the game on turn 1. That was published, which was pretty cool. Yeah, so how do you do this? So we don't know what server 3 is. If you look at JDQ's list, we might be able to tell whether it's a Synchro or a Powers. It might be a second Powers. It's hard to read a list like this and like really, get it in your head. But of course we do have the, what's it called? The Flood the Market in hand. Where's Flood? This is in random order. No, it's alphabetical. Okay, so we have a Flood here. The thing is like Flood only gets 3 advancements. So you have to red level clearance to clicklessly install something. The problem is, again, you can't play top down. And actually being able to play top down on this turn might have been important. So the issue is like if that's one of the last 2 cards you draw with your fully op, you're in a bad spot. But yeah, top down actually is like really good in terms of click compression. Installing 2 cards for a click is similar to RLC, but it can install agendas, which can matter. Yeah, 1 synchro in the list, it's in the bin. Server 3 is a train. So what does JTFQ have to do? Man, doing this right before midnight in 28 degrees heat is going to be hard. But so what do you have to do here? Yeah, server 3 has to be a train. So you have to fill the server. And then you have to make another server. So that means you have to do a sim reset, right? And with a sim reset, I wonder if you have to sim reset in a way that you set up a top-down solutions play. Because I'm pretty sure you have to play a top-down here. So if you sim reset 5 cards in, or just 3 cards in? No, because sim reset, you have to draw everything you shuffle back in, right? Because sim reset is trash X, shuffle X, draw X. Yeah, trash up to 5, shuffle and draw. So you can't leave 2 in the deck. Yeah, exactly. You can't not draw anything. So what are you meant to do here? Because I don't know. I guess you could just like pull back a YDL. Like you could sim reset for YDLs and then like play every nano management, and maybe you can just brute force it. But when you sim reset, you definitely have to put back in at least a YDL, maybe two. You have to do the math. You have to put the nano managements in, and you need at least RLC, maybe two RLCs to install two servers. Sim reset triple RLC flood. The flood's in hand, so you don't need to do the flood, right? Do you need a synchro? I don't think you need a synchro. Like, synchro is the same as nano. And it's harder to install a card than play an operation. Through RLC, all things are possible. I think you're going to need to play multiple nanos here. JTF thinks that they're 1 credit off. So like, okay, say that you do simulation resets credit. If you do nano, that's 9 credits. You definitely have to play 3 copies of Flood the Market. So that's 9 more credits. So that's 18. But that doesn't account for any of the RLCs or any extra nanos you're going to play. Mind you, scoring out the agenda is only a 1-point play or a 1-click play because you spend 2 clicks to get 5 advancements, but you score out your Melius, you get 1 click back. So sim 2 RLCs, sync power. So actually sync is coming back. I guess sync makes sense because you need to install cards anyways, and you can install this quickly with RLC. So that makes sense. Powers needs to come back. Powers is generally 2 clicks on this turn, so it's very, very good. So you sim 2 RLC, sync powers, you nano. Whoa. Synchro's worth because we need seed fill. Yeah, I understand that now. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because it's a card that goes in a server and helps you, and that's what you need here. Also, Powers is a card that goes in a server and helps you. So your best board state here is like Wage Workers, whatever garbage, agenda, sync, what's it called? The thing Powers that can be. Sim RLC, sync Powers, nano, get back 2 clicks, 1 off to score out. Yeah, wild. So you need 3 clicks to score, right? Because, well, okay, if you have sync, you need 2 clicks to score. Because you spend 1, gain 2, spend 2, gain 1. No, you need 3 clicks. Because if you have a sync res, you spend 1 to gain 1, then you spend 2 to gain 1, then you spend 2, and then the game is over. So you need to have the board state set up and 3 extra clicks with synchro resed. Yeah, this is doable. This is like, okay, I don't know if it's doable for the board state, but like understanding the combo is doable. Because it's all about, yeah, basically make your seats at the table. We need another seat. We need another table. We need another seat. And then you combo. Sim, 2 nano, RLC, Bass, YDL. Oh, but there's a Bass in here. Bass is another good seat. Oh, but it's not a perfect seat filler. But Bass is technically 1 cheaper than nano. And if money matters, that could matter. We're all mathing it out. I don't think JTFQ thinks that they have it. Synchro better than Bass. I think Synchro is probably the same as Bass, but it keeps a seat. I'm gonna feel so rude if I leave this. It's like nearly midnight. If I just walk out of this room before the combo goes off, I'm gonna feel awful. Yeah, and you need powers as well. So I think you need to shuffle. You need Synchro, you need powers. You can shuffle back other cards. You probably need another nano. And then you need 2 RLCs. But you actually need to play 3 RLCs because you need to get another ice installed. So I think it seems really hard without top-down solutions, and we can't play top-down solutions. Yeah, Powers is 2-click gain. Synchro is 1-click gain. But Synchro stays on its seat. So that seems better than Bass. As much as technically there's some like windows where you, I know, Bass with 1 click to get 2 clicks to do stuff. Double RLC is mandatory. Double RLC is mandatory, but that's like not good enough. Like, how do you fill 3? Because RLC does 2 servers. How do you do the 3rd table? Like, how do you install seat table? I don't understand that. If aliens came to Earth and demanded that we execute an HB OTK combo for the survival of our planet, I would nominate JTFQ. I mean, yeah, that seems like a pretty good nomination. There were a few credits started. So it's 2 nanos, powers, RLC, YDL. 2 nano powers. I feel like Synchro is better than a nano, but hey, at least we're going somewhere. And pray. I mean, the aliens are probably not feeling too bad right now. I would seed the planet. How's the Netrunner meta these days? I've been pretty much only playing FTG. Yo, Scrub, how's it going? Technically, what's happening right now is not going to cast the Netrunner meta in a good light. There is a PD combo deck that, like, as soon as turn 4 can score like 9 points from hand. It's wild. Maybe it needs to be addressed. We'll find out. Right now, Jateki is very strong on the corp side, both like assets and like Glacier, which is really cool. Runners, Anarchs are really good. Reg Anarch with some destruction is great. Reg Crim can do some stuff. We're on 19 credits still. Did you see the Nova write-up? Do you think our Nova give good Reg Runner reps? I didn't see the Nova write-up, but I know there was a Nova at the event in Berlin. I don't think Nova gives good Reg Runner reps. Okay, Flood. So we got a Powers. First Melias. Powers can now install this something from hand. But what do we install from hand here? It's a Bass, right? So we have a Bass. This is still an agenda though, but you need to get an install here. So you need an RLC, but all the RLCs are out. So you could install, but now you can't score out unless you nano. But if you nano Flood, that's 7. So you go down to 1 credit. No, this shouldn't do it, right? I don't think this does it. Yeah. Wage Worker click. You need a 3rd install because these were not 3 installs, right? I think we only did 2 installs. What's the one-liner overview of this deck? I'm a little lost. It's okay if you're lost. I am too. So the overview for this deck is, HP says, Precision Design says when you score, get a click back, or sorry, get a card back from archives. Melia says when you score, gain a click back. So what you can end up doing is like have a couple extra clicks. So once you have enough ice servers, generally you need 5 servers with cards in front of them and things in the server, like kind of like this exact board state. If you play a card like fully operational, it says that you can draw up to like 12 cards. It's really, really good. All right, that's it. So it fizzled. Again, I don't know if JTFU had to combo there, but it looked like JTFU thought, so that's GG. Okay, but the idea is that with that board state, you have a card here that can run, that can draw like 10 to 12 cards. If you find the second one, you can draw another 10 to 12 cards, and eventually you're holding every single card in hand. When you're holding every single card in hand, you can play a single YDL, and it's usually a click to gain about like 20 credits, something like that. And now you generally have at least 1 click left on your turn, generally through something like Wage Workers. And if your hand is holding your whole deck, you can play cards like Nano Management that just say 4 credits, gain a click, and then you can just gain enough clicks. So it'd be like you'll have another 3 or 4 clicks, and then you can just start scoring things out on the table. There's a fair bit of recursion. There's some cool combo pieces that allow you to carve your hand. But the short of the long is build a board state, then draw your entire deck, play YDL, and then just spend all those monies, all that money to like pop off. And very importantly, red level clearance allows you to quickly install cards that you need for the combo. Like Psycho Challenge is really good. Powers That Be can be really good. There's 2 versions of the deck. The version that JTFQ is playing is about scoring 9 points in a single turn, which is doable. But the version that we played earlier today wants to score 6 points and play a card called Neurospike that says do net damage equal to the amount of points that you've scored this turn. So it does 6 points, which usually kills a runner in most board states. That's the idea. Got to say the replay and make a puzzle out of it. Yeah, technically we kind of have with this video, but we're taking another shot at it. I think I need a top down. Yeah, I think the top down was necessary. I think you need a top down before you deck out. Yeah, I this makes a lot of sense to me. I think you need to click compress top down here. I don't know why we have this many servers though. I guess we're gonna see it happen again. Flop draws deck, YDL gains credits, chain flood into triple score, and Neurospike kill. Yeah, that's the idea. And JDFQ's was one of the main forces behind this deck. And then other folks from Scrubs made the like Neurospike kill version. Take 2. It's a I wanted to play more Netrunner on really anything, but nobody where I live wants to try anything else besides Magic. Oh, that's a bummer to hear, Scrub. There's good online events if you want to play Mega Cities that are going to be, I think, this or next month. There's some online stuff. I don't know what part of the world you're at, but there's like Mega Cities right now. So that if you want to travel somewhere, there's like pretty good sized events. And come to Montreal. There's Worlds in October. This is a really cool card, Simulation Reset, because now you can just basically pick 5 cards from archives and add them to hand. And JTFQ is off. We are taking a lot of actions. We have 4 iced servers, but we should get something in server 7. This has to be a Bass, I'm assuming. We're getting money back. Again, flop is good. Better than YDL with his hand. There's a Powers. There's a Synchro. This seems right. Yeah, I do think the top down was necessary. And so now Flood the Market's going to score the Melias. We're going to get a click back. We're going to get our best card back from archives, which will be the Flood the Market, which cares exactly like flop. And then we'll have the Bass gets installed off of, whoa, wait, that's cool. We're going to score another Melias. Wait, are we credit short here? Yeah, we're 1 credit short again. We're on 2. We're literally 1 credit short? No, but we're also click short. All the RLCs are out. Yeah, we're a credit short again. Oh yeah, we need another click back. So we need get another click. Yeah, we're a bit short because you need to have enough money to play the flood, but you need another click. So yeah, close. Yeah, this one needs to score to 9. It's not the Neurospike version. The Neurospike version, we'd be 1 credit short here, but because it's a score to 9 version, we're short a fair bit more. Yeah, 4 credits short. Yeah. Hey, GG's, y'all. Great to see you pilot this. Cheers. Yeah, my pleasure. All right, cool. Very cool. They kidnapped me, and the only way I can communicate from the mothership is the shit posting YouTube chat. I want to give a huge thank you to all these names here and more that help support the Métropole Grid so we can do content like this. We were streaming twice a week at this point. We'll have another video, the finals from the Montreal District Championship, coming up this Monday at 10:15 Eastern. Mark it on your calendars. So that's gonna that'll be a thing. It's a weird game. Let me just warn you. So you have that to look forward to. We've been pretty busy. We've had a lot of time editing, and that's why I was like really stressed about today, because I didn't have time to practice this deck, but like nonstop, as it's just been like working on video stuff in one way or another. So if you want to support the channel, again, huge shout out to all these patrons, and of course our daily cast patrons. You can always find a link to the Patreon below. Any amount of contribution is incredibly appreciated. You can make your own tiers, it turns out, which is like pretty good fun. But yeah, otherwise, if you want to take a second to leave a like on the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. You can also subscribe on Twitch, or not subscribe, but what is it called? Follow. You can follow on Twitch. That's also a nice thing to do. But that's, I think, mostly it. If you're playing this weekend, there's a bunch of stuff going on. Shout out to Mega Cities in Vancouver in Canada this weekend. Good luck to all the organizers and all the people going out there. I'm not sure if there's other mega cities. If there are, hopefully they're well. Shout out to the NRO tournament as well. We'll be back on Tuesday starting at noon. And next week is not only Pat might be joining us, but next week is my birthday and Pat's birthday. So tune in for that. Hopefully Pat can make it on a Thursday. That's mostly it. We'll catch y'all in a bit. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for comboing. We needed help. I'm glad we got some of it. Take care, y'all.